What's going on, everybody? How's everyone doing? We're live. Okay, there's my picture. I hope everybody's doing good. I am so sorry. I thought I would not make it today for the severe weather outbreak that is going on right now across northeastern Texas and southwestern Arkansas. I'm very glad I was able to be here because there's a lot going on in my life. If you guys want to know about it, it is in the community post, but my grandpa's in the hospital, and so today has not went the way I was hoping it would go, but at least we're here going live. We're talking about the severe weather. We're talking about the tornadoes going on. Yes, I am aware we have had 2 tornado emergencies today. We had several destructive tornadoes. I'm fully aware of that. Thanks to my great, awesome guy, Justin, and some of my other my other people such as Candy and Tyler Base letting me know about the severe weather, and I'm glad to be here live streaming it. So we're gonna get right into things, and Justin, start us off. What are we seeing out here? We're having violent tornadoes today.
Yeah, so the day started the day earlier, the synoptic signal for today was just very strong. I mean, you had incredibly strong thermos for this time of year, which is like your cape and your instability and your moisture, but that overlapped with incredibly strong kinematics, which is what's happening right now, that low-level jet of upwards of 60 knots. So
Ooh.
that happened, and at first, low-level lapse rates and thermos, it looked like a really messy storm mode, and it wasn't going too well for the first like hour of the event. And then a bunch of discrete supercells formed in central Texas and started moving northeast. And really quickly, we saw the first stronger tornado. I think it was probably violent. Had a TDS, a tornado debris signature of 25,000 feet. Again,
Oh
25,000
my
feet.
gosh.
That is the level that planes fly at. There was debris at that level. And then after that, we got just all hell broke loose. I mean, we've seen multiple strong tornadoes, a couple violent tornadoes. We got at least 4 tornadoes today with TDSs higher than 20,000 feet. 4 tornadoes with
Oh
TDS higher than
my
20,000 feet.
gosh.
2 of which were given a tornado emergency tag, and right now there is still tornado warnings all the way as far south as central eastern Texas and all the way as far north as northern Arkansas.
So right now we have, if I'm correct, 7 tornado warnings going on right now. That is, whew, that's pretty substantial. I'm even surprised it's not a high risk today because of with what we're seeing. But yeah, tornado outbreak. I had to put all uppercase letters. I was in speedo mode, putting this stream together for you all to view. So hopefully I did good on that. So yes, if it's all in uppercase in the title, you kind of know why. After all, we are seeing a tornado outbreak. At this point, you cannot argue that it's not a tornado outbreak because it definitely meets the definition of that. So right now, we're going to start south of our first couple of tornado warnings down here. Zion Grove, McKnight in Texas, Gum Springs, Henderson. We have 2 tornado warnings. These are radar indicated. These will expire in 3 to 18 minutes. So if you're headed home from work late, if you work at the hospital, like a lot of our workers or a lot of UC Davis Medical Center workers did, you're on the same page. So make sure you're hopefully you're in your storm shelter and make sure you're safe because, yeah, we have 2 tornado warnings. And then another, oh wait, that's not one. If we go further north, we have another tornado warning. Maud, Redwater, Douglasville, New Liberty, Pleasant Hill. If you're in Queen City, if you're in Marietta, we have a tornado warning. Radar has indicated the rotation on that. That will expire in 17 minutes. And if we go further north than that, we have 2 radar indicated rotation tornado warnings. These will also expire in about 47 to in 2 to 47 minutes or so. And then we have an observed tornado warning. This one will expire in 32 minutes. Let's see the velocity on that. And we have some broad rotation. See if we have any debris on this. This is actually in the Arkansas area. So this is entering Arkansas. And we don't have any substantial debris, but it is observed. So anything observed, we got to take seriously. Buck Knob, if you're in Auden, if you're in Highland, heavy rainfall could be obscuring this tornado warning. And then we have another one up there towards Clarksville. That is also observed. Let's take a look at that on Doppler radar. This is in Arkansas. And yes, we do have some tight rotation being indicated on the velocity. That's what we're seeing. And let's see if there is any debris. And yes, we have a little bit of a debris ball, what it appears to be on that. Oh yeah, definitely. Maybe a debris ball on that. So a rain-wrapped tornado certainly looks like a big possibility just to the north of Harmony in the Arkansas area. And then no more tornado warnings to the north of that. But still a tornado watch will be in effect for quite some time. In fact, this is right in the middle of the highest tornado threat. So there is still a huge possibility we will see some strong to possibly violent tornadoes like we saw just a bit ago. I wish I was here much earlier. But when you're at the hospital, I'll tell you what, it takes a lot of energy out of you when you're just there focusing on someone. It's not very easy. So hopefully you all understand that. And I'm not just ignoring severe weather. I'm definitely aware there is a tornado outbreak today, but it's just like my grandpa's more important. Me being at the hospital is 10 times more important than severe weather at this point, right? And please understand that. I'm aware we have a moderate risk for tornadoes, but there's also a high risk. There's a moderate risk that my grandpa may not fully recover. So,
David, so yes. I have a video, and I'm pretty sure you can use it. It's on Twitter. There's nothing saying you can't. Of one of the tornado emergencies in Idabel, Oklahoma. That is a violent, very violent wedge tornado. Fast moving too. Incredible video.
Let's see if we can bring that up. Ooh.
Yeah, I think you can use it. It's on Twitter. So.
Jeez.
That is a unbelievable video.
Vortex. That is very strong. Okay. Yeah, wow. That's just wild. That's just wild. Jeez, that's huge. That is huge. Preparation H, no. I don't have COVID. My grandpa is in the hospital because he had a stroke. A very big stroke, actually. So big that he lost his ability to actually... He could speak a couple of words, but he's very, very slow at thinking, which is very unfortunate. And I just hope that he will regain his speech back.
Yeah. So it looks like cell heading for, by the way, new tornado warning for downtown Texarkana. If you're in Texarkana, take cover. But it looks like that cell has weakened or possibly is in the process of cycling. It doesn't look even remotely as impressive as it earlier did. The one just to the north near Mineral Springs and Locksburg, that one does look pretty impressive. I would not be surprised to see a tornado debris signature anytime soon. And then the one that's heading towards Shreveport, wow, you should look at the rotation on that one. That really looks impressive. If you are in Shreveport, it is way downstream, but you should definitely be keeping an eye on this.
I'm going through radar history, and I'm gonna see if I'm able to see with what this whole tornado thing looked like earlier. It's what I'm loading up right now.
Yeah, it looked crazy. I mean, I said, and I'm not comparing it to this event because, of course, that event that about to say was a much higher parameter space. But the last time I saw anything like this was December 10th. So none of the tornadoes have been even remotely as intense or impactful as Mayfield. Let's make that very clear. But this is a very major tornado outbreak.
Oh yeah. Let me see if I can bring this up. Oh yeah. Um, probably. Oh yeah, I could see a lot of the discrete cells from earlier. Which radar site were you using when this outbreak started? Were you using?
Dallas and Shreveport, mainly Shreveport, but Dallas had, I think, like one or two of the tornadoes.
Okay, so I'm in the range. Yeah, we could really see how this all panned out. Wow.
New tornado warning now in the state of Missouri, South Missouri. That includes the cities of barely anything. You'd have to use GR2 or a more high depth radar site to actually see cities. So I cannot tell you that.
Let me see.
This cell heading
I
for
can use
Shreveport.
Springfield. Springfield's pretty high def. Yeah, so yeah, if
No, I
you
mean like as in like a radar, like because radar scope does not provide like all the cities.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So if you're in Nance, if you're in Hilda, new tornado warning just got issued. Again, we're talking about heavy rainfall. That's the thing with these storms. We're talking intense rainfall. We do got some rotation on this. We got some reds moving away from the radar site. So this and this is what we're seeing. So our tornado might be also in there. We also have more rotation near Mincy in Missouri, Cedar Creek in Missouri. This is headed right off towards the east northeast at about, again, let's take a look here, at about 45 miles an hour. So these are moving pretty good right along that forming front. That front is starting to get more better organized. We still have a confirmed tornado warning that should expire here in Clarksville in about 10 minutes. If you're in the Minna area, Auden, Sims, another tornado warning that's in Arkansas. This expires in 24 minutes. So, very heavy rainfall. You could already tell how many lightning strikes we're seeing with these storms. And we're also talking about more lightning strikes down here to the south with another radar indicated tornado warning near Locksburg, near Provo, near Atwood, Dirks. If you're in Bethany, if you're in the Nathan area, 39 minutes. That will be allowed to expire. And then we got another one near Texar. How do you say that?
Texarkana. It's like the first two syllables of Arkansas and the first syllable of Texas.
Oh my goodness. So Texarkana,
Yeah,
something like that.
exactly.
Perfect. I got it right. This will expire in 39 minutes. Heavy rainfall, strong winds are expected with those storms. Oh, wow. Yeah. Very heavy rainfall. So make sure you are very aware if you're headed home from work that it's going to be dumping pretty hard. And then more storms down here to the south near Henderson. We're talking maybe some some small to large hail with that. A lot of lightning strikes going with these storms. And let's take a look at our correlation coefficient. See if we see
Yeah,
any.
the cell south of Henderson, that's the one I'm actually most concerned about. That is a discrete supercell headed directly for Shreveport, Louisiana in the near future. The only thing that may stop it from producing anything substantial is the cold front, which is just behind it. But if it can sustain for a bit longer, it has a good chance of producing a tornado, and that may be a significant tornado.
Oh, yeah. We have echo tops, by the way, Justin, on that cell at 53,000 feet.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's a.
Also, very intense, sorry to interrupt, very intense meso with that Arkansas cell south of KSRK or
Okay.
KSRX.
Uh, Meso, you said? Let's see.
Oh
I.
wow, yeah, very strong.
Which radar site?
KSRX in Arkansas.
I don't. Okay,
It's
hold
in
on.
western Arkansas.
Fort Smith radar?
Uh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Oh, wow. That is really, yeah, that's quite strong. That is,
If you're near and around Odin, Arkansas, take cover.
this is very strong.
That is the same cell that produced the strong to violent tornado. I'm just gonna flat out say violent tornado earlier. It was one of the tornado emergencies.
Yeah, this storm right here in Highland has to be watched. Might be recycling. That's what it looks like it's trying to do. There might be another area of rotation to the southeast of that. So, yeah, we got reds moving away. We got greens moving towards. What's up, Landon Mosher? What's up, Vegas Aviation? How are you? So again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tornado warnings still ongoing. Justin, can you share your screen? I need to get some water. I am quite thirsty, actually.
Yeah, sure. Let me share.
I need to get some water. Yeah, I haven't
All right.
had a
Yep.
lot of
That's
water
fine.
all day. Okay.
Okay, so as we've seen, we've had a major tornado outbreak earlier today, and it's still continuing now into the evening hours. The main cell that I'm concerned about for long-term tornado coverage and potential is this one near Enterprise, and we can see that is a very strong couplet north of Enterprise. And the reason I'm worried about this one is it's a discrete supercell. So we can see our supercell, and it's moving in the direct motion of Springfield. It'll probably go in like this direction, but it could really hit anywhere in there. So we want to watch this one very closely because it is going for a heavily populated area and it is looking like it could produce potentially even a strong tornado in the coming hour or so. And then another one I'm really concerned about is this one up in Arkansas that I was just telling David about. That is a very strong couplet right there, and that is a very strong meso. It looked better last scan, I'd say. However, it's still looking very impressive. And let's check our correlation coefficient. Nothing quite yet on that one. But in the middle, we also have a few tornado warnings, and I think that's a debris signature. Maybe not. We have a tornado warning up here for Tex Arcana. That cell does not look too impressive. I wouldn't be shocked if they drop the tornado warning sometime soon. And then up north of that, near Dierks, there is a pretty impressive rotational signature. And then above that, that one is the one that I just mentioned that has the really strong mesocyclone. And then north of that, I know lots of tornado warnings to cover. This one does not look too impressive, and then further north, it's in a radar hole, so I cannot tell. Let's use the Springfield radar to check that one out. And yeah, nothing too great on that one. So the main storms that we're concerned about right now is this one. Okay, this one near Odin, Arkansas, and this one southwest of Shreveport, Louisiana.
There we go. We are, again, what Justin was saying, we are really watching these storms very closely. This is right in the moderate risk for tornadoes. So these storms, we have two of them that we're watching. This one especially, Justin, near Buck Knob in the Arkansas, that is really strengthening. That rotation's intensifying.
Yeah, I was just talking about that one, that Arkansas one.
Yeah, so if you are on Highway 270, this is coming right towards you. There's a chance that this does strengthen further. It gets more stronger. So that's what we're watching really, really carefully to see if that might start dropping another tornado. Let's go further south here. Good, so it's just that radar site that's malfunctioning. Okay. I was worried. The radar site that I was using, it had the alias on, so it's not that. So we have now 9 tornado warnings, Justin.
Wow.
Yeah, 9 tornado warnings. Oh, I heard about that, Michael. Yes, violent tornado happened earlier. This spring. This is spring like you would typically see in April and May. But nope, it is not spring, Michael. It is actually fall. All right, this rotation, Justin, has gotten a little stronger. We have velocities up to 100 on this right now.
We now have a tornado on the ground near Odin. It is confirmed.
Odin?
Odin, the Arkansas one.
Uh-oh. The one that I'm looking at right now. I don't see any debris, though. But let me see if
I don't either, but it is confirmed.
Okay, yep. Yeah, so if you are in the Odin area, damaging tornado and quarter-size hail, radar has confirmed tornado. This is moving northeast at 50 miles an hour right now. It's moving pretty quickly. Moving really fast. So
I am really concerned about that Shreveport area with that cell.
Is it still strengthening? Let's see.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, and it's very straight.
Oh, wow.
Oh my.
Yes.
0 to 3 kilometer SRH in Springfield is 838 meters squared per second squared.
Springfield.
838.
Oh my gosh.
Give me 1 second.
Let me go right over to the VWPs. Springfield.
I'm back.
All right, so okay, Springfield, Missouri. Justin.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't see 800. I see.
Did I say Springfield? I meant Shreveport.
I was gonna say Shreveport, Arkansas.
Yeah, Shreveport, Louisiana, meter SRH 0 to 3 is at 838 meters squared per second
Shreveport,
squared.
Louisiana. Why do I keep on thinking of Arkansas?
And that's where that cell is headed, so that ain't good.
Trying to look for it here. Ah, Lake Charles, Shreveport. Okay, I did have the right one. KSHV. I don't see that. Where are you seeing? I only see 337 SRH.
I got a screenshot of a VWP. It looks like it went down a little bit. It could have been a glitch, honestly. Oh, yeah.
It's probably...
No, it was a few scans ago. It was the scan at 0050.
05 what?
0050 on the VWP.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's not even there anymore. I'm down to down to 337.
Which is still a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, that Branchfield storm, Justin. Look at the velocities. They're glitching up on that storm.
Little Rock, Arkansas, 680 SRH. Wow.
Little Rock, Arkansas. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, wow, that is really high. Dang. Yeah, this is not good at all. We're going to still see strong tornadoes in near that area. Well, it's 10 sig. So if you are in this storm down here, the Long Beach one, Bratchfield, that one really is concerning. Let's go right over to radar scope. You won't be able to view it because I don't have a screen. Actually, I could use the Justin G scene on my stream software. Oh, Justin.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, look at this on radar scope. We have a pixel of 100.7 touching 1.2.
For what cell?
That's the one in the Henderson one. The one that's going over to Shreveport.
Yeah, I see that.
Very strong rotation on that. That is, yeah, it's glitching up the velocities even on Radar Omega. What's up, Aiden? My grandpa's doing okay. I mean, he's in stable condition, but if you're looking for, like, doing okay, like he could speak, he could walk, no, he can't. He could say a couple of words, but it's very unfortunate. I mean, me just thinking about it right now, I'm still thinking about my grandpa in the hospital, but just me thinking more and more about it just makes me want to tear up. So I'm not trying to think about that. We're focusing on potentially a life-threatening tornado that might be getting ready to get started here near Bratchfield in Texas, going into Louisiana really soon. We're going to watch this storm. This is one of the bigger storms that we're watching. What's up, Joseph Dawson? How are you? Okay, rotation just got updated and it's not clipping anymore, but it's near Pine Hill. We have 91 touching -4 right now. It's a lot of rotation still going on with that. We also, Justin, near Harleton, we need to watch that storm too.
Yeah.
There is some rotation on that also. That could get tornado warned. We're really watching. Look at all these severe thunderstorm warnings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 severe thunderstorm warnings. Yep, of course, JMJ. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing YouTube tomorrow because I'll be in the hospital again. It just ends up that we got home early enough today where I can get in just a little bit of a nap. Because again, being in the hospital for, let's see, we were there 8 hours. Takes a lot out of you. It really does. And first of all, I thought we would not be home early. That's why I'm like, I'm not going to go live today. But Joplin, Missouri has 50,000 plus population. How far is that tornado to Shreveport? Let's do a distance measurement. By the way, how's your night going along? How's everyone's night doing? Yeah, so it's about 53 miles from Shreveport. So yeah, this one getting into Liberty, kind of just south of Liberty, that rotation, we're watching that. That is really intense. We'll see if that gets... That is tornado warned. That's the one that just got the tornado warning. Oh, wait, no. That's been tornado warned. It's the one to the north that needs to get tornado warned. That's good to hear, Candy. I've been watching the Weather Channel all day. Okay, that's good to hear. And we're going to the hospital. Probably we're leaving here at 7 in the morning or maybe 8 in the morning. So I am going to be pretty exhausted.
All right, well, I'm gonna go eat dinner. I'll be back if things ramp up. I think they might as the LLJ increases. We'll see.
All right. And by the way, Justin, before you leave, you're going to probably need to take over for a while because I need to fill out my election ballot and everything. That needs
Okay, yeah, I don't know if I'll be back though, because I'm gonna have dinner for like a solid hour.
Oh,
So
boy. Shoot.
you might have to DM somebody to come take over for you. If things go crazy, we'll see if they do, but they definitely can.
Okay.
All right, see ya.
See ya. All right. It's just me and the chat. Me and my family played some card games. That's nice, the Origin. That's great to hear. At least you all had a really fun Friday while I had a not so fun Friday. So yeah, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. We are tracking severe weather right now live. I wish I could get this a little earlier as it was starting. But nope, you know, being in the hospital is way more important because I had to visit my grandpa versus, you know. I'm not wearing a wig. Not wearing a wig. Preparation H. I'm not wearing a wig, Preparation H. This is not a wig. So we got a severe to thunderstorm warning right now in Dooley, and if you are in Fairland, if you're Louisville, if you are in Hope, that's in the Arkansas area. We got 3 tornado warnings in Arkansas at this time near Hot Springs Village. That's where we are watching more storms, more discrete cells that could flare up, and we might see more tornadoes out of that. That's right in the thickness of the moderate risk. And we are seeing rotation coming together with those 2 cells. Really tight. Right now at this point, they're all radar indicated, but we will keep you updated as soon as they get confirmed. Oh, they just extended the tornado warning. Expires in 48 minutes. So if you're in Havana, Danville, Ola, in the Arkansas area, you are now under a tornado warning. Again, this is moving northeast at 60 miles an hour. So these are really moving fast, really moving quick. Tornado and quarter-size hail, radar indicated rotation. So if you're in Danville, Gravely, if you're in Plainville and Yell County. Moosley, if you're in Mount Nebo State Park. Havana, if you're in Ranger. If you're in Kingston. Rover, Ola, if you are in Muddy Creek. If you're in Case. Berta, Wing, Buffton, Blue Ball, you're under a tornado warning. Yeah, these storms are really moving fast. They are racing. That's racing speed for these storms. Yeah, but we do have fairly tight rotation here in Little Texas, Gravely, and in the Arkansas area. So if you look at the velocities on the top here, you can see the key. The inbound is greens and blues, and the reds and yellows are outbound. So we have rotation right here. So we have this going on. So let me bring out my pin. So we have rotation doing this is where we have possibly a tornado that may be trying to develop. Let's see if there is any debris signature on that. And we do not see anything on the ground with that storm. If that touches the ground, we will keep you updated. Let's see what this storm over here is up to as far as rotation. Very tight, still going on with that storm. Very tight. It's where we do have a decent couplet. The one in Beckville moving into Louisiana, still in Texas. Is Blue Balls under a threat? Yes, you're under a tornado warning. Oops, that acted funny. Oh boy, what happened to my radar? There we go. What's up, Daniel Fintel? How are you? Yeah, we're keeping an eye on that southernmost tornado warning. That expires in 14 minutes. Let's see if there is any debris. Beckville, Liberty. I don't see any debris yet with that. Yes, if you're in... Yeah, if you are in Blue Balls, Arkansas, Preparation H, if you hear the tornado sirens, that means you might want to take shelter. If anyone is in Blue Balls, Arkansas, you have to be taking shelter. The tornado sirens are going off based on the chat, what one of our viewers are saying. So make sure you're doing just that. And there's Blue Ball right there, right on the edge of where that is. Probably some serious winds going on with that storm. You can see the 3D radar. Hopefully you guys like that a lot. But yeah, we're watching this pretty closely. Beckville under a tornado warning. Any concerns about Houston? So Houston, Texas is down here. You're under a slight risk for severe weather. That does include a chance for tornadoes. If you look at our tornado threat there, you're under a 2% chance of tornadoes, but the highest tornado threat will be to your north. Wind is also slight. Hail is also slight. So mainly a hail and wind threat for that area into the overnight hours. Not so much of a tornado threat. What's up, Brian Track Hurricanes? What's up, David? It's already downpouring here and lots of lightning. Oh boy. So you're back here. Okay, you're in Austin. I know you're near Austin area. Oh yeah, so you're getting the back side of that front already, I'm sure, or you're getting right in the middle of it. It's pouring hard, you said, so you're down here. Bastrop area. It's very intense rainfall. Look at that shelf cloud, too, out ahead of this. Quite substantial. That's a lot of wind. Some cooler air outflow. David, I have family in Waffy, Louisiana. Ooh, let's take a look at that really quick. But again, that's a look at Austin. So yeah, there's an enhanced and slight risk for your area, for your family. .5-inch hail. Dang, Daniel, that's pretty crazy. That's a lot of hail. So we're watching this tornado warning down to the south here in Beckville. That does not look as intense as it did earlier. That expires in 9 minutes with that tornado warning. And we're just down to 4 tornado warnings. Yeah, there's 10 flash flood warnings. Yeah, there's a lot. This is a mighty rain producer. Lots of heavy rainfall and flooding with these storms. And that's going to be the theme going forward. Lots of rain with these. Oh, wait. We have a midweek event next week? What? Are you sure about that? See, thank you for letting me know. I have not been on my computer in like quite a few days. So you're going to have to help me. So you're saying there's another severe weather event potentially by the middle of this coming week. My goodness, it's not spring, nature. It's not spring. It's fall and you're wanting to do severe weather. Yeah, I don't see a lot next week. No, I do not. Oh, wait. Never mind. Ooh. Ooh. Wow, that's crazy. Dang. We will have to wait. I am seeing that on the models. I'm not showing you guys the models right now. And just take my word for it. There's a lot of inconsistency and a lot of uncertainty in the model guidance. So I'm not even thinking about the middle to the end of next week. I'm not even thinking of that now. So one event at a time. One event. That's Literally, today's Friday. That's like, if it happens, it's like 8 days away. We have plenty of time. What's up, Caden? By the way, how are you doing, Caden? I'm letting you know, Caden, that my grandpa's in the hospital. Down to 3 tornado warnings. Yeah, right up in here is where we have the 3 tornado warnings. So moderate to heavy rainfall. These are all radar indicated. I wish I could get this event a lot earlier. I feel terrible that I was not able to stream this whole event. I feel so bad about myself. I feel horrible. But you know what? There is going to be a lot more severe weather events that I will stream. This is not the last one. I promise you that. What's up, Chase? What's up, Login Dog? How are you? New Boston, Texas had a huge tornado emergency earlier. I heard about that. Yes. Justin, Tyler, and Candy were telling me about that. There was like 2 or 3 tornado emergencies earlier. I mean, I feel bad. I feel terrible that I was not there to stream it. But what's more important, streaming a moderate risk of severe weather or visiting one of my family members in the hospital? See, that's a tough question. Actually, I want to ask you guys that question. What is more important, streaming a moderate risk severe weather event or visiting one of my family members in the hospital? I'm sure everyone's going to say visiting your family member in the hospital, because I feel like, to me, that's way more important. I mean, if we were in the hospital another extra hour, I would have not streamed today. So, it's all about, I was not expected to leave like at 3:15 this afternoon. I was hoping we would stay longer, but there's really nothing to do, you know. Family, love it. I love it, viewers. I love it. Yep, family does come first. Oh, my dad is okay, Daniel. It's my grandpa. So we're keeping an eye on these tornado warnings. There will be another one that expires in 4 minutes. So if you are in Dardenville, Russellsville, Danville, Ola, in the Arkansas area, that's 34 minutes before that one expires. We have another one that lasts for another 19 minutes. That is in Daisy, Arkansas. Really, the rain's coming down pretty good with that. Now I'm playing Roblox. Hee hee hee. Nice. Oh, you lost your grandpa, Caden? Oh, that's hard. Yeah. All I gotta say, I don't want to say this on stream, but my grandpa's probably on his last leg. I mean, this is his second brain bleed in a few years. And this one that he had was quite bad. I mean, was really severe. I mean, he is completely paralyzed all the way down on his right side. All the way down. He can't move a single muscle. And he could barely talk. Let's just say he can't even eat his own food. That's how bad it is. A nurse has to feed him. So we have 3 tornado warnings still ongoing. Danville, Ola, Havana, 32 more minutes left on that one. Quite a few towns and cities. That's moving northeast at 60 miles an hour. 60 miles an hour that's moving at. We have another tornado warning, expires in 17 minutes. That's also moving to the northeast at 50 miles an hour. Another 2 minutes left on this one. That will be allowed to expire very soon. Thank you so much, Daniel Fintel. I love you a lot. Thank you. I love you guys a lot. I'm glad you all are here watching me. It means a lot to me. Wow, really, Caden? That's awful. Thank you so much, Caden. Yeah, they only allow 2 people in the ICU at our hospital. That's where we went today. UC Davis Medical Center. And they only allow 2 people to visit at a time because of the COVID restrictions. All right, so we are about to lose this tornado warning, and there you go. We lost it, so we only have 2 left. 2 left? Yep, only 2 left. In the moderate risk. I'm getting so much rain right now. Wait, oh yeah, that's right. It's raining pretty good for your area. Let me actually go up to Davenport. Oh wow, yeah, it's raining pretty good there. Yeah, DeWitt, Welton, yeah, it's coming down pretty good for your area, Caden, in the Iowa area. 40, it's going to be in the 40s on the backside of that. It's still, actually probably in the 40s already, as that cooler air filters in. So a nice cool rain that you're getting. By the way, we're going to have quite the storm here by Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. In fact, I think we have rain every single day next week. Rain, rain. We need it, though. We need it. One question. If you can, right now, can you see if Humble has a tornado watch or any kind? So you said Humboldt County? I'm thinking you're saying Humboldt County. So Humboldt County, Texas. No, but just to your north there is a tornado watch, so if you want to say you kind of are, depending where, how close to that county you live in, there is a tornado watch just to your north. Just to your north. So you can probably think, probably you could be, you can't be, Look at my weather station to see the totals. All right, let me go to Weather Underground. By the way, it's 51 degrees where I'm at, where I live. It's not going to get too cold tonight, thanks to the storm system that's coming in tomorrow. Davenport, let's see. Oh, still in the 50s there. Okay, Parkview. Southeasterly wind at 8 miles an hour. Rainfall, wow, you had an inch of rain. Dang, I wish we had an inch of rain. Oh, it just did not rain just now. You had a lot of rain earlier, too. It got up to 70 for you, and then it dropped into the 50s. Yep, there's a Caden station. The Caden, one of our viewers. By the way, if you're new to this stream and you like the content, consider subscribing. We just got a new tornado warning. This will expire in 41 minutes. So if you're in Amity, if you are in Bismarck, in Arkansas, tornado warning has been issued. This is moving northeast at 60 miles an hour. This is in effect until 9:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. I'm in San Antonio. Yes, front developed to your east, I'm guessing, Daniel. Yeah, 1.5 inches of rainfall. That's quite a bit of rain, Caden. We don't even get that with a storm. We only get, like, the most we can get with a storm is maybe like 1 inch. Yeah, wow. That's a lot of rain. Lucky, Caden. Okay, Candy, you have to go buy one. You have to order one. They're not cheap, by the way. They're expensive. Some of them are like $300 to $500. So if you really want to get your weather station on Weather Underground, you gotta go to ambientweather.com, or you can go to davisinstruments.com to find the station that you want. It is so relaxing. Oh, by the way, on Tuesday, we had quite the rainstorm here this last Tuesday. Literally, the day that my grandpa got rushed into the hospital, it was that evening. So it was Tuesday night when he got rushed to the hospital, but this was Tuesday morning. We had a cold front that rolled through, and we actually had a shelf cloud, Caden. Yeah, we had a shelf cloud. Oh, I wish I could take video of it, but it had already passed right over the house. It was crazy. It was so windy. We had southeasterly winds, and then they shifted out of the west right away, and it was crazy. It was a nasty squall line that went through, and I'm like, oh boy, this is wild. No thunder or lightning, but it was quite the windstorm. Should I be worried about tornadoes in my area? Sorry for multiple comments. I'm in southwestern Louisiana. Let's see. So you're in southwestern Louisiana. You are under a 2% chance of tornadoes. More than likely, the models do indicate, yeah, I'm right there. You do have a tornado threat, but it's going to be very minimal there. As this front moves further south, the front's also going to be weakening. But not only that, the forcing, the shear and stuff is going to be backing down quite a bit. So the chances of you seeing a tornado, very little. You're not even in a tornado watch right now. So that's some good news for your area. But not if you are in kind of downstream of this. If you're in Little Rock, you are under a tornado watch right now. I had 1 inch of rain this morning. Oh, nice. So you did have some rain. That's good to know. We're about to get a hit with a lot of rain coming up for Saturday and Sunday. Supposed to be quite a bit of rain. You're very welcome, Waste Lore Studios. Sorry I took a little while to respond to your comment. But I did want to show you our weather pattern that we are going to get next week really quickly. I mean, this thing, I cannot say it in any more words than just say it in so many words. Take a look at this pattern next week. I mean, we have this very deep trough that really comes into our area. Very strong jet maximum on the back side of this. And that's going to equate to a lot of rainfall and showers and thunderstorms. It's going to be a pretty decent storm coming in for Sunday night. We do have the initial rain that the GFS is not picking up on for tomorrow. But look at this. This storm passes on by. Then supposedly we get another storm. Models are having a hard time picking that up. But below average heights means below average temperatures. We'll see what the GFS model wants to take this down the road. But wow, what a trough and a half as this drops southward. And our temperatures way below average. I mean, substantial pattern shift coming. I mean, we might even see daytime highs in the upper 40s here next week. And what the heck? It's November. It's literally November. We're going to have temperatures in the upper 40s. You don't even see that until like early January. I mean, it's a January storm when it's November. What's up, Diana? It is what we call the Cadence storm, or what we can call is the Brian Track Hurricanes storm system. This weather pattern is out of control. It's crazy. I mean, look at the temperature like the temperature extreme change here. Super cold back west, super warm in the Midwest. I mean, wow, look at this change right here. You have 55-degree temperature above normal. I mean, you have temperatures literally in the 70s and, yeah, upper 60s, low 70s here by Wednesday morning. I mean, look at this pattern. I mean, that is a very extreme shift in temperatures. I have never seen anything like that, to be quite honest. Really crazy. It was hot here today, David. Oh, I know, Candy. I'm very sure it was. I could imagine it was hot there. It is going to be probably... It's going to be a bit cooler tomorrow, but still very warm. Probably in the upper 70s, low 80s. And yeah, and then perhaps on Sunday, it could be even in the low to mid 80s for your area. You're not going to have much in the way of cool weather anytime soon. Probably not for another 5 to 10 days. It'll be very summer-like. You needed the AC unit today? No surprise. No surprise. I know for a lot of viewers that you are watching, it's going to be warm back east for a while. Get used to it, because it's not changing. In fact, let's take a look here at our temperature anomaly. I mean, this is crazy. Look at this. Far below average if you're in California. That continues. I mean, temperatures in Tennessee should get to near normal by the 18th, but still not what you typically want them to be. You want them to be kind of below average at times. Rainfall for California should be near average, so that's good. Unfortunately for Tennessee, though, rainfall will be below average for the 8 to 14 day. So very little rain to find in Tennessee, at least in the long-term forecast. Let's hope Tennessee gets rain, though. We cannot have that like California where it's a blocking ridge. Hopefully you do get rain, but For the Tennessee, for Kentucky, for Ohio, possibly less than a half an inch of rainfall in the next 10 days. Not much rain to find at all. In fact, Ohio or central portions there might not see any rain at all in the next 16 days, and therefore you could have rainfall anomalies or snowfall anomalies 2 to 3 inches below average. So extremely dry there. Very dry. Well, it's La Nina, Candy, so you're probably going to have a pretty dry winter for your area. Hopefully not, though, but there's a higher than normal chance that your winter will have below average rainfall. But yeah, still tracking the severe weather right now. If you're in Arkansas, if you are in Missouri, this is what we're watching right now. Severe weather continues. Yeah, I'm watching this. So near Hope, near Texarkana. Yeah, tornado possible on that. There it's tagged that way in 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So that has some strong winds with it. In Arkansas, Roston, you need to definitely be aware of that. Winds on this storm, very strong. We have really high winds ahead of this. Candy, I've not been out there to check on it. I'm not even worried about the pool right now, okay? That's the last thing I'm worried about. I live in East Kentucky and it is hot. I wish one of these wonderful would come and cool us off. I know, Matt. Klein Beats. How are you doing, by the way, Matt? I hope you're doing great, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I know. A lot of you are complaining about how warm it's been. Well, we were in your same shoes. Remember, in early to mid-October, we were seeing the warm weather. We were seeing the hot weather. Now that's all back east, you know? I've noticed that when one portion of the U.S. gets below average temperatures, the other gets above average. It's just the way it works. And the reason why is just where the United States is set up at as far as its weather pattern. And I mean, by next week, talk about an extreme weather pattern. This is a great example of that. I mean, look at that pattern. Very extreme. I mean, you don't... It's as extreme as you can get it. And then you get a snowstorm. Oh my gosh. European model. You're hilarious. That's a big snowstorm. That's a big snowstorm for sure. And you, of course, have temperatures that will be below average. That would be a very extreme pattern swing right there. Look at that, Candy. Very warm for your area, according to the European model. And then, of course, you got temperatures in the single digits in Montana. Wow, even the European model is latching onto the GFS. Yeah, we might see temperatures in the 40s on Tuesday. Wow, that is cold. I've been wearing shorts during fall. I was waiting for cold weather. It's cooler here. That's good. It won't last too long. Elevator tours by main raves. Oh, guess what I got in a ride on today at the hospital? Rain Maves. Guess what I got in a ride on? It's probably one of your favorites too. But yeah, we got tornado warnings. 2 of them both expire here within the 12 to 27 minute range. How's my grandpa doing? Last I heard when we left is he's going to have physical therapy. Thank you so much, Matt Kleinbeats. You're close, Candy. Yes. I know Main Raves likes elevators a lot. He would have loved the elevators at the hospital. They actually talk. They actually say 5th floor going up, 5th floor going down. And they go so fast, you literally feel like you're falling. And you're going up really quickly. And there is 4 elevators per row. So there's elevators on the other. There's 8 elevators in the room. It's like, you know what I mean. Because, you know, there's a lot of foot traffic. A lot of nurses and stuff have to ride those elevators up and down. So they're... and everything. That's a very big hospital. It fits like 800 patients. It's huge. That will be the Alex Miller's elevator. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Oh, Daniel, my grandpa's gonna live. He's gonna be fine. He had a stroke. You know, strokes happen. You know what's interesting? And here's some good news about my grandpa. Okay? The first thing is he could breathe fine. So he has no issue breathing. His heart is very healthy and very good. His oxygen levels are very good. There is no issue with that at all. The only thing he has trouble is just talking. Just talking and moving his right side. So that's why the physical therapy is there to train his body. Because when you have a brain bleed, you guys, that kills your brain cells, right? And so you have to work your arm, your legs to rebuild those connections in other portions of the brain. Okay? I mean, it is scary. You know, it is a very scary thing. But it happened. It does happen. That's why you got to make sure you're eating healthy. You're going to the doctor as often as possible. Make sure your cholesterol, your things are perfect with your blood, right? And the good news is he could think very well. I mean, he knew who I was. He knew what was going on. He knew exactly what was going on. It's just the speaking part, talking. He has a hard time talking. And just moving his right side. He will be fine. Will he recover 100%? Probably not. Because I don't want to give out his age for personal reasons, but he's definitely getting old, very old. And so you never know how much my grandpa's going to recover from these kind of things, especially when it's his second brain bleed in about 3 years. Was it a con elevator, David? I don't know. I did not bother looking at the name of the elevator. I don't pay attention to that stuff, honestly. I'm just there going on the elevator, getting to the floor I need to go, and then I get out. I'm not there looking around. What elevator is this? All I do is get in, press the button where we need to go, and go down. It goes. There's 14 floors it goes on, so it goes very fast. You can definitely tell when those doors shut, when you go, like when we go to the 5th floor, you can really feel it. I know it's on cables, right? I'm guessing. I don't know. You probably know more about elevators than I do. So if you're in London, Dardenville, if you're in Russellville, if you're in the Casa Ola area, Danville, that's where there's that tornado warning that will expire in 7 or 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Tornado possible tag near Shreveport. Yes, I do see that. Tornado possible tag near Shreveport. There's barely any rotation on that, but okay. There's definitely a lot of rain with that, though. A lot of straight line winds, lots of lightning strikes with that. The GFS wants another hurricane to hit Florida. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to listen to the GFS anymore. Really, that far out? No. I don't know where you are seeing that, though. I don't think you're referring to hurricane. Maybe a tropical system. I don't even know if that's a tropical system. Oh, wait, the European model. I'm looking at the wrong model. Duh. Wrong model. Yeah, the GFS is being the GFS. That's what it's being. That's what it's doing. I would honestly not even worry about it. It's probably... There's a medium chance for tropical development on that, though. Actually, yeah, 50% in the next 5 days. We'll see if that even pans out. There is a medium, though. It's either broad or it's like the GFS model. Because it is November. Remember, elevator tours by rain waves. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I'm not trying to say that. But we're getting into that time of the year where you typically don't find hurricanes or tropical systems. I mean, sometimes through mid-November, you can, but it doesn't happen very often. So, elevator tours by rain waves. What's the fastest elevator you have been in? Since you like elevators. Hey, Alex Miller. How are you doing, Waterboy? You saved my grandpa's life, I believe, Alex Miller. Because they inserted water into his system through a drip, you know the drip, to make sure he's getting enough fluids. So that was important. All done by a machine. An automated machine. I was napping. Just like I was. So that means the water was very glassy, not much ripples. Was a old Dover. That was the slowest elevator. Oh, okay. But what was the fastest elevator? How many tornado warnings so far? Probably like 15 since I've been live. But I'm sure there was more than 15 today. I have not went out to the shop in like almost a week, Alex. Remember? Because my grandpa's in the hospital. And hopefully you understand that. Oh, okay, so you haven't been on any fast elevators. Hey, come to UC Davis Medical Center and ride their elevators. They go pretty fast. You go from floor 1 to the 14th floor in about 5 seconds. Yeah, same here too, JMJ. I actually need to go out there and vacuum up all the water out of the pool. I don't think I'm going to be using that for a while because of this situation that I'm going through right now. Okay, we're down to 1 tornado warning. 15 more minutes left on that, and then I'm probably going to head off. I do need to take care of election stuff. I'm not going to disclose more than just that. I got to get that done for midterms. So, yeah. Another one got issued. Oh gosh, did I speak too soon? Or it's a continuation? I think it is, Andrew. Maybe not. I bet I'm wrong. I bet I'm wrong. I jinxed it. I jinxed it. Oh, never mind. Okay. So we're going to watch this one for a little bit. Hot Springs. Again, we're keeping an eye on that tornado warning. David, you should feed those stray cats you mentioned. Oh, they're getting fed from next door. But what I do need to do, and this is just a joke, everybody, is I need to vacuum up Alex Miller. I need to vacuum him up. I don't know if this event is almost done. There is a great deal of an enhanced risk left. Definitely gotten a lot quieter since I started the stream, though. It went pretty good, Candy. We had like 400 people at that carnival on Monday. And they had a jump house with water in it, like a water slide jump house. Not really a jump house, but a pump up water slide with water going down it. The thing is, it was not very warm for it, though. They took it out anyways. That was interesting. I bet the children were cold. So if you're in Hot Springs, if you're in Melbourne on I-30, Highway 70, you're dealing with heavy rain headed your way. Fountain Lake, Hot Springs Village, Benton, Salem, Bryant. Downstream of this, it's going to get very wild. Heavy rain, strong winds are a sure bet. And some large hail, perhaps. No, I didn't, Candy. I was running one of the games. I was just helping out. I didn't even get any candy this year. 0 candy. 0. No, I did not, Alex. Anything about Ouija boards, Candy, I'm not going to answer. All right? So, because again, I don't believe in that stuff. I don't like Ouija boards at all. That's no. No. Yeah, not as intense as it was earlier, but a pretty good solid line of heavy rain and strong winds. Still got tornado watches issued. But definitely a lot calmer. It always gets calmer when when we have no more tornado warnings. I guess that's all of the tornado warnings? I guess that's it. Before I do end the stream, everybody, do you guys have any questions? Do you guys have any questions at all? I do want to see this wind event, supposedly, that the Montana region is supposed to get. I guess that's tomorrow. That is tomorrow. Wow. Serious winds, even in the Great Lakes and the Montana area. Wow. Very strong winds. Today was a good performed moderate risk. Yeah, that's what a lot of people were saying before I started the stream. Actually, let's take a look at storm reports. 17 tornadoes. Yeah, I sure bet that was a tornado outbreak. That did perform as it was expected. It's going to be windy. That's serious winds in Montana. Big time winds. Let me see the Great Lakes. So let's go into the Illinois area. Maybe people are curious about that. Yeah, gusts in Illinois and Indiana could reach 60 plus miles an hour. That is quite strong. That is really something. Even look at this, close to 70 in northern Michigan right here. So big time winds. All right. There are meso discussions. Let's take a look at meso discussions. This is probably from earlier. This is from 6:43 p.m. That was an hour ago. But they're just saying damaging winds increasing, tornado threat continues. And then there's another one down here. Where a new tornado watch will probably need to be needed. That was at 7:20, so that was recent. That's the most recent meso discussion. Oops, I thought I had the right one. Okay, Storm Prediction Center. That's what we wanted. So there it is. So there is going to be a tornado threat that does continue. Unless someone could cover for me, I will end the stream. because I have to do election stuff for an hour or so. Every vote counts. All right. So I'm sure there's going to be some damage tomorrow. Oh, yeah. But the good news is the severe threat tomorrow will be really subsiding. Tomorrow is only a marginal risk, and it's only for wind. So it's a very low-end severe threat. Day 3, no severe weather is anticipated. So that's a good thing. We're not talking about severe weather after day 2. Well, tomorrow's even a very low-end day. Just today is the really biggest day where wind and tornadoes will be the biggest threat. Any other questions at all? Okay, I think I am going to call it. No, I just wanted to show you guys this storm really quickly. If just in case if you did miss it, pretty extreme weather pattern is coming. And it's gonna come pretty big. I mean, how crazy is this pattern? I mean, very crazy. I've never seen a pattern like this. What's up, Diane? What's up, Diana? Yeah, so, yeah. Weather pattern's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. Well, maybe we can blame Alex Miller for this pattern. No, I'm just kidding. The Alex Miller is going to keep this weather pattern wild. Or we should say it's global warming, because look at all in the Great Lakes. So warm. No, I'm just kidding. It's not global warming. It's called a wicked weather pattern. And then Tennessee and the Southeast will cool down a lot. 20s in the forecast, probably by the middle of November, if that even happens. That'd probably be near record low temperatures. New video, what appears to be a wedge tornado. Wedge tornado, where? Is that, maybe that was from earlier though. New origin. I am funny, Alex Miller. Yes, I am. You're funny too. See how Alex Miller's doing in the Pacific. Okay, he is cooling off up there to the north thanks to all the storms that we've had. Sea surface temperatures have really cooled up there. To help strengthen the North Pacific Dipole Index. What's up, Josh? New viewer, how are you doing? Okay, it's almost 8 o'clock. I gotta do my election stuff. I don't want to end it though. I don't want to end it, but I kind of need to because I gotta get that done. Unless Justin could get back on, or someone. Our average low is 27. I'm just wondering. It looks similar, yeah. But again, the models could change on that, so don't expect it to be 27 degrees in the morning. I guess I'll go for a little while. Until 8 o'clock, though, but I gotta really... Because I have to get to bed early, Candy, because I do have to go to the hospital again tomorrow. My day... I'm not having fun starting tonight. No. I'm going to the hospital again tomorrow, and I'll probably be there all day. So I will most likely not have a video out tomorrow. That's a for sure thing. No video out tomorrow. I might try something on my iPad. I was thinking about doing that a couple of days ago, but there are so many doctors and nurses walking down the hallway. There's just no way I can get that video. There's a lot of background noise, so it'd be very hard for me to pull off a video from the hospital because their internet there works really fast. I'm not streaming for 24 hours, Candy. No. But yeah, I did see La Nina really quick. It is quite impressive, Aiden. Yeah, there's La Nina. Quite strong. It's the Alex Miller La Nina. He's in a cold Enzo phase right now. What's Villona looking like? I can't even say it. Freaking tongue twister. Let's see. Right now, that's where you're at. So I'm sure you're right in the center there of Villona in Arkansas. But you're seeing a couple of showers. Big old fat line of heavy rain is headed your way. Lightning strikes, maybe a tornado or two is possible. So keep that in mind. It's coming and it's going to be quite wild. Yup, I got it. Yup, right there. You are not under any warnings, but you are under a tornado watch for a little over 2 hours. Yeah, so Conway, Mayflower, Villonia, something like that, Holland. Definitely looking very inclement there. Little Rock, seeing some passing scattered showers, part of some discrete showers rolling through. But the big stuff is off to your west. It is really warm there, Josh. 76 degrees. Quite warm there, not even cold at all. Oh, thank you, Ruth. Yeah, I'm really hoping every day. I really hope he gets better. Just me thinking of it right now. See, if I think of it, then it's Vilonia, something. Okay, little tongue twister there. Violina. See, you can't, if you tell someone to say it quick, doesn't come out the right way sometimes. And no big tornado warning right now. But I will have to end this at 8 o'clock. So in about 12 minutes. Because we got to get our votes in. And I have to get to bed by about 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. Because I'm getting up early to go to the hospital again. And that's my agenda tomorrow. What is the weather looking like in northwest Louisiana? Northwestern Louisiana. Well, northwest Louisiana calls for showers and severe storms right now. Plain dealing, Cotton Valley. If you're in Bossier City, Shreveport, Blanchard on I-49, Belcher, Morning, Mooringsport. Very intense rainfall there. Tornado possible, tag on that tornado warning as we speak, but pretty solid, intense line of storms here. I think La Nina could go strong for a little bit. Aiden, yes. What are your thoughts about La Nina, Aiden? What town? Tornado possible near Shreveport. That's a tornado possible tag. There is a TV there at the hospital, but it's for the patient to use. He didn't watch anything. Yeah, he didn't watch anything. He doesn't want to watch TV. At least when we were there. You know, because he's really exhausted. I mean, not only he's exhausted, but he doesn't want to, you know, he just, yeah. Could there be a possible chance of flare-ups going through the afternoon from San Antonio, Texas? You're probably referring to tomorrow. So tomorrow, there is not going to be any severe weather or any thunderstorms. But if I would be guessing correctly, I'm not even seeing any storms. You're probably referring to tonight. And San Antonio is already on the back side of this. So you're probably done with the whatever you had is you're basically done with it. Yeah, you're not going to see much in the way of wild weather. I think it's all behind you. You got the cold front. What's up, William62? You're, of course, Diana. I'm glad I was able to come on tonight, hun. Yeah. I mean, I was not expecting it. Let's just put it that way. Because I thought maybe this would have busted in a way. But I did see all the discrete cells this morning. And that motorcycle's a little loud. Yeah, I thought I was going to... I thought it was going to be kind of one of those underperformer kind of events, but I'm like, okay, I guess. Because Justin told me, Tyler, Candy told me, David, we got tornado emergencies going on. I'm like, oh, great. This did not underperform. But hey, what matters most is I'm live. I was able to live stream this. That's important. But it would have been more important to stay at the hospital, you know. But it is what it is, you know. It's just family plans. Whatever the family wants to do, I just go along with it. New tornado warning. Don't be telling me that elevator main rain or elevator main raves. Yup, there is. I guess the elevator hit the tornado sensor, so the elevator knows everything. What floor are you on, elevator tours by main raves? Because you're an elevator. So, Viola Henderson, right now, radar indicated tornado warning expires in 50 minutes. Okay. That's a long tornado warning. I know Alex Miller. Now that there's a tornado warning, I guess I'm gonna stay live. It's gonna be pretty silent though. I have some music I could put on, but I have to do the ballots. I gotta fill those out. Because then, tomorrow or whenever, we have to drop those off at the voting place. And that's what elevator tours by main raves is, you all. He's an elevator. I think minus 1.3 on the 3.4 Nino index. Yeah, it's down there. It's pretty low. It's the Aiden La Nina. No, I'm just kidding. What's up, J-Nerd? How are you? Thanks for getting us through, Ian. Joy, you did a great job. I've been watching you since then. Thank you so much, Jay. Jay Beard, Howard, I'm glad you liked the stream there. I do severe weather live coverage too. This one didn't start like I wanted it to start, but I'm glad I'm here and I'm glad I'm able to keep you all informed. Radar indicated tornado warning right now remains in effect. It's on the screen. I do hope I win the election. I'm not going to say what party I'm going for. That's not appropriate for a stream. But all I know is I need to fill out the ballot. By the way, if you guys are new and you like the content, consider subscribing. You guys are awesome. I love you guys a lot. David, I can hop back on. Yes, we got relief. We've got relief. We got relief. Dun, 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 dun. All right, Justin's back. Okay. Justin, here we go. Justin.
Hello.
Hey, all right. I'm gonna fill out my ballot. It might be 30 minutes to an hour. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I need to get that done. My grandma's.
All right,
yeah.
I might have to periodically hop out for a couple minutes, but it shouldn't be. I should be able to be here at least for the next 30 minutes.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. So,
Just can you give me like 1 minute just to run to the bathroom and I'll be back.
yeah, all right. 1 minute. Sounds good. All right. Thank you, Jay Byard. Thank you so much. That second half of the name, or it's one name, I'll just call you Jay. That's a easier way to say it. Yeah, we do got a tornado warning, very broad rotation. However, we do have a little bit of a T-max over Ruth right now, Norfolk Lake. Norfolk Fork Lake, I should say, Estates, Highway 62, Gep, Vedette, under that warning right now. More than likely, just some straight line winds. We just got a letter. A letter of what? Thank you so much, Jay. I do a Jay Bird. Okay, it's Jay Bird. Okay. Thanks for letting me know, Jay Bird. Jay Bird. Jay Bird. I get it, how it's spelled. That's how you say it. Jay Bird.
All right.
All right, take it away. I'll be back, you guys. Listen to Justin. He is pretty good at explaining things. So let's go over to Discord. All right. Okay. Take it away. I should hopefully be back in 30 minutes because got to get this election stuff done.
All right. All right, welcome everybody. So right now we're looking at Arkansas. There is a few warnings in place. There's this large severe thunderstorm warning, mainly for 60-mile-per-hour winds up in this area. And then as we go further north, there's another tornado warning. As we saw, there's one in central Arkansas, and there's another one in northern Arkansas. Let's take a look at velocity on that. And yeah, there is a broad mesocyclone right there, and I'll explain what that all means. So if we go back a few scans, it was more prominent a bit ago, but you can see those blue colors right here. That is outbound winds, and then these red colors, those are inbound winds, and those are going to be moving like this. So you're going to have a mesocyclone form. This is very above the surface, so there's probably not going to be a tornado with that cell, and I wouldn't be shocked if they dropped that warning sometime soon. However, if we go back down south, this is where I'm much more concerned. This is potentially going to be a tornado in the near future. This is an embedded supercell within this QLCS, which is now formed. A QLCS is basically just a giant linear segment, so we can see that as it was earlier, it was kind of these like discrete supercells. There was like one down here and one down here, and they had like space between them. But now it's a line. I mean, there's convection everywhere. So we can see this line has really started to blow up in central Arkansas, and there's going to be embedded supercells within it because these supercells are not just going to go away. So we have an embedded supercell that's really cranking down here near Gum Springs, moving up towards the Little Rock area. And there's another embedded supercell up here, which is going to go probably north of Little Rock. But these are definitely the cells to watch with this event because the VWP, or the vertical wind profile in Little Rock, Arkansas, that is a very impressive signature that we're seeing. We're seeing upwards of 600 meters squared per second squared of 0 to 3 storm relative helicity, which is just unbelievably extreme amounts. For tornadoes, you really only need about 200 meters squared per second squared. So we've now tripled what you basically need. So really going to see things start to get dicey here in a few minutes if this cell can continue intensifying, and it really looks like it is. Although there is some contamination within this velocity picture, we have 136 on velocities, with some outbound winds, as we've seen there. So they are somewhat contaminated, but they're not wrong. There's definitely rotation, and that's why this storm is tornado warned, and it's going to continue moving to the northeast towards the South Little Rock area in the coming minutes. So let's move north and look at this non-severe warned part of the linear segment, and I would not be surprised to see some rotation start to tighten up with that near Hot Springs, because this is going to continue moving towards the Little Rock area. And as I told you, the vertical wind profile there is extremely impressive and favorable for strong tornadoes tonight. So as long as you can get these embedded supercells like this one south of Arkadelphia to sustain, you're gonna get the potential for tornadoes, and that's what we are seeing. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in chat, and I will do my best to answer them. So we're now seeing a new severe warning, South Missouri. Storm Prediction Center did issue a severe watch for that area. So it's not a surprise that we're going to see some severe wind down there. There's a little bowing segment right here, and when winds bow out, what that basically means is you have very strong winds pushing this to bow. So you have it starting to bow out, and that's that like bow and arrow type shape. And you could get like a rear inflow jet in that. So probably not the strongest of winds up there. Let's see this warning. Yeah, 60 miles per hour, but something to keep in mind. I wouldn't say there's much tornado potential up there. The real tornado potential is down here, south and west of Little Rock. And if you are in Little Rock, Arkansas, please, please, please pay attention in the next about hour and a half, because these storms are moving your way and they have the potential to be tornadic. This is still in the 10/15 sig area. This one cell right here in I can't even try. I'm just gonna say Arkadelphia. I can't. So yeah, if you are in Little Rock, definitely keep in mind that these are moving your way and these have the potential to be tornadic. So we're really starting to see a meso start to tighten up here near Arkadelphia and Gum Springs. Those strong outbound winds. We're not getting much of an inbound wind signature. However, I think it's just contamination that's causing these to look like inbound or outbound winds. These green colors are probably inbound winds, and I'd say that these blue colors are probably outbound, or vice versa. We don't really know. So, yeah, they're going to continue moving up to the northeast towards the Little Rock area. Let's check our correlation coefficient. Actually, guys, we may have a tornado on the ground. Tornado might be on the ground. I want to give it another scan, but I'm pretty sure we do have a tornado down with this cell. There looks like there is a TDS, so I'm not sure. I want to give that another scan to see if that's a TDS. That looks like a TDS to me. I want to see if they confirm the warning. Still radar indicated, but that does look like a tornado debris signature. And what that is the correlation coefficient measures what is wind or what is rain and what is not rain. So all of this red is precipitation, and these green and blue colors, as you're seeing right in this little circle, that is potentially debris. That could be roof shingles, that could be tree limbs, that could be anything that is not rain or precipitation. So yes, strong mesocyclone with that cell continuing to move up to the northeast towards Little Rock, and I would not be surprised if there is a tornado on the ground at this time. So if you're in Arkadelphia or south of Arkadelphia, Prattsville, you need to be watching this cell very, very closely because a tornado could be on the ground right now. I want to give it one more scan to see if that is indeed a tornado on the ground, but I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. Yes, that is definitely a TDS. I can probably say that that's a confirmed tornado on the ground. We're going to wait for them to update the warning. However, you can see those deeper blue colors, they're now showing up and are very evident. So we went from these lighter greens, and the more you can see the color table at the bottom. So the more you go to the left, the deeper the debris signature. The deeper the debris signature is the more indicative of a stronger tornado or more intense debris being lofted. So sometimes you'll have strong tornadoes in the middle of nowhere, and you'll have a weak debris signature because there's not much to be picked up. However, in this case, this is probably in a very, very heavily forested area, and there is debris being picked up by this cell. So again, strong mesocyclone, probably a tornado on the ground south of Arkadelphia, moving up towards the Prattsville area in the next 20 or so minutes. To answer your question, Ruth Hare, will it be severe here in Houston? Let's move down towards Houston area really quickly because I want to get back on that cell because I do think there's a tornado on the ground with that. Let's see here. So Houston is in the marginal and slight risks tonight. You are in a 2% tornado risk, though I don't see a major tornado risk. The cold front's right here. This is the cold front with a line of storms along it right there, and that's going to continue moving towards the Houston area. So you could see some thunderstorms tonight, nothing too significant and nothing that should be too much of concern. Let's go back to this in the Little Rock area. And we are starting to see some convergence right here west of Little Rock with that embedded supercell that I was talking about south of Hot Springs Village. And what convergence is basically you have these winds starting to rotate in the center of this And there's an inflow notch starting to come in here, so it's ripping some winds through that inflow notch, and it's going to start to converge, and you could see some rotation in there sooner than later. We'll see if anything starts to tighten up, but the main area of concern is most definitely south of Arkadelphia, where we could have a tornado on the ground, and there we go. A confirmed tornado is located near Richwoods or 9 miles south of Arkadelphia, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. Hazard is a damaging tornado, and it is radar confirmed. So there is a tornado confirmed now by the National Weather Service in Little Rock, Arkansas on the ground. And let's go take a look at our new correlation coefficient scan. It should be coming in any second. There we go. So yeah, definitely a tornado on the ground, still a debris signature, nothing too incredible. However, the radar is scanning. Let's see how far this radar is scanning from. Radar scanning 5 feet high, or 5 feet, 5,000 feet high. Sorry. So yeah, there could be a somewhat significant tornado on the ground. I wouldn't call this tornado violent or anything quite yet, or even maybe not even significant, but there is a tornado on the ground. So please pay attention to this if you are south of the Little Rock metro area. I'm getting word that there is a new watch, potentially a tornado watch. Let's see here. One moment. Okay, yeah, so there is now a new tornado watch. I wish I could show you guys this. I cannot, sadly. This includes all areas in central Louisiana that are west of
Justin, you could show them the tornado watch.
I'm only showing. Oh, hi, you're here. I'm
Well,
only
I'm
showing
not. I'm.
my.
My grandma's doing some laundry downstairs, and I'm taking my blood pressure right now because I'm having another one of those anxious spells because of my grandpa. So if you can just continue doing what you're doing, that would be great. Thank you. I should
Yeah, I'm
hopefully be
only
back.
sharing.
I should hopefully be back soon.
I'm only sharing my radar scope tab, so I can't show them the watch, but I'll just read it to them.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so that is for places in central Louisiana, eastern Arkansas to the Mississippi border, all the way up into northern Arkansas. That'd be northeast Arkansas, west of Jonesboro. Jonesboro is not in the watch, nor is Shreveport, Monroe, Louisiana, Alexandria, Louisiana, Fort Polk, Louisiana, Pine Bluff, Arkansas, and El Dorado, Arkansas, and west or east of Little Rock, Arkansas, rather, are in this tornado watch. The probabilities are not as impressive as the last watch because this environment is not quite as impressive in that region. However, we could see a tornado or two in that region. The chance for 2 or more tornadoes, 50% moderate. Chance for 1 or more strong tornadoes, EF2 to EF5, is low, 20%. Probability of 10 or more severe wind events is 50. Probability of 1 or more wind events, 65 knots or greater, is 20. And then the hail risks are both very low. So once again, we're not seeing anything too significant with that watch, but the potential for a few tornadoes is evident east of Little Rock and in central Louisiana tonight, as some supercells may form and as this line moves into the region. Let's get back to the chat. Okay, great. Okay, so let's look back at the storm. So the radar last updated 1 minute ago. So yeah, it looks like this tornado has probably lifted at this point. Debris is fanning out, and the velocity signature is not quite as impressive as it was a few moments ago. However, be on the lookout if you're in the Little Rock area, because the storm could recycle. It is an embedded supercell. This is not a part of the line segment. It is just a supercell alone within the line segment. So it is definitely going to have potential to produce tornadoes in the next hour or so as it moves into the Little Rock area. So we're now starting to see a bit more of convergence up here by south of Perryville. We'll see if that starts to tighten up. That will move just to the north of Little Rock. So yeah, basically, if you're in or around Little Rock, you're going to need to keep your eyes out for warnings in the next hour as this line segment moves into your region. So tornado has probably lifted south of Arkadelphia and debris is fanning out. What I mean by fanning out is that these colors are not as deep anymore. They're starting to really get weaker in terms of the color table down here. Also, it's a broader and less tight debris signature, so it's starting to fan out. And that is indicative of tornadoes that have lifted, but did produce quite a bit of damage. So probably pretty significant damage south of Arkadelphia. And we will have to see how that turned out later. So, okay. Great. Let's move up here by Perryville. I'm really interested in this Perryville region. There is definitely convergence down here. Nothing again too crazy right now. Just your normal QLCS type tornadoes. But we could see things tighten up south of Perryville and southwest of Little Rock, Arkansas. Let's move down to the Shreveport region, see what's going on down there. And not much actually. Those are some QLCS signatures in the Shreveport area. So if you are in southwest Shreveport or southwest of Shreveport, I should say, keep your eyes peeled because there could be a tornado warning forthcoming for that area. Those are definitely QLCS signatures southwest of Shreveport. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled there. Let's look at correlation coefficient, see if anything's showing up right now, and it is very hard to tell. It's extremely messy, so I don't know if anything is on the ground there, but potentially. Let's see. All right, let's continue to move back north. See what's going on in the Little Rock region once again. So this, as you can tell, is a pretty expansive severe risk. It stretches all the way from Missouri down into Texas still, with that severe warning in southwest east Texas. And yeah, so we'll see if that continues through the evening, and I'm assuming that it will until the cold front moves through. So yeah, that area of convergence south of Perryville is looking okay. It doesn't look incredibly impressive right now, so I would not be surprised if it kind of weakens in the next couple scans. It's not too organized or anything like that. I am more interested in the Shreveport region now that I look down there because you can see actually quite the QLCS signature, that little hook that kind of like it looks like an embedded supercell, but I don't think it really is. You can see that hooking right in here, and there is some inflow starting to go into there. So we'll see if that produces a tornado or if NWS Shreveport warns that area, but I would not be surprised if they do. It's not incredibly strong. It doesn't look too strong, but it could produce a spin-up tornado, a weak, brief tornado in the next couple of minutes. Now, these QLCS tornadoes, I would say down in Louisiana will not be too intense. However, up in the Arkansas region, we could see the potential for a stronger QLCS tornado. As this segment continues to move to the east, due to the more favorable lapping of thermodynamics and kinematics up there. That means your shear is the kinematics, things like that, storm relative helicity, all of that fun stuff. But the thermodynamics are more of your instability, your CAPE, your moisture, that kind of thing. So, yeah, some flash flood warnings are there. I don't like to focus on flash flood warnings. Also, the rain has moved out of that region, so nothing too crazy. And let's move back up to Missouri. So, I can't tell if that's like a supercell type shape right there. It looks like it's a very huge supercell right here, to the south of South Fork. I hate these town names so much. But yeah, it looks like a really, really giant supercell structure right there. So maybe something. Back down to Arkadelphia we go. This is our only tornado warning in effect at this time. Nothing else is in effect except for severe warnings, which are driven by 60-mile-per-hour winds. So let's look at correlation coefficient, and that debris signature is basically gone. Maybe a little bit of remnants from it right in this area, but nothing significant right now. So we'll see if that starts to recycle. If anybody has any questions for any weather across any part of the country, or if you have questions about today, feel free to ask in chat, and at Justin G, so that I can see them. So yeah, right now, once again, if you're just tuning in, we got severe warnings all the way up into southern Missouri and all the way down into southeastern Texas, with one tornado warning currently in effect. That is including southwest of Little Rock, Arkansas. No town names of significance in it. However, there are some minor towns within that warning. All right. So yeah, if you have any questions, make sure to put them in chat and at Justin G so that I can answer them and see them within our fairly active chat tonight. Hello to the 45 people tuning in. I will be right back. Just give me 1 minute, guys. Sorry about that. I am back. Okay. Once again, if you're just tuning in, we've got the most concerning severe threat being west of Little Rock, Arkansas, and moving into the Little Rock metro area in the next hour or so. Severe threat for West Tennessee. West Tennessee, maybe if you're in extreme western Tennessee, like the Memphis region. But if you're in like the Jackson area, I don't see too much of a significant severe threat. Maybe damaging winds or a brief spin up tornado, but nothing too strong. Yeah, it is November and we have this crazy weather. The last time a moderate risk was issued in the month of November was 2016. This risk much outperformed that one. There were several strong tornadoes today, if not numerous strong tornadoes today, and likely even a couple violent tornadoes. They had tornado debris signatures of 25,000 feet or higher, which means the imagine this. The plane you're flying in flies at about 30,000 feet. Debris was being lofted to 25,000 feet within some of those storms, and one even had debris lofted to 30,000 feet. So the plane height, the height that your plane is flying at, was the height that this tornado was launching debris. So definitely a couple violent tornadoes earlier today. Far, I don't want to say outperforming because SPC did an incredible job forecasting today, but a very, very significant severe weather event. Central Arkansas does have the threat for tornadoes. That threat will come rapidly in the next 30 to 40 minutes and will then decrease substantially. After this line rolls through, your risk will be over and there will be nothing to worry about. One second once again. Sorry once again, that was just my parents calling me. Okay, let's get back to the chat and answering some questions. Selmer, Tennessee. I don't know where Selmer, Tennessee is. Let's see here. Selmer. Is that west or east of Jackson, Selmer, Tennessee? I have no idea where that is. If you're in Western Tennessee, though, you could have a marginal severe threat in the next couple of hours. That is for sure. Is this part of a larger weather event? Not really. The main risks were with this whole entire weather event was the tornadoes today. And well, the tornadoes happened. It was sadly a very impactful event. There's already word of potential fatalities within this event. So, unfortunately, the main risk was the tornadoes, and it very well performed to its expectations, if not even outdoing its expectations. Once again, I would not be surprised if they drop this tornado warning. It's starting to move out of the warning area. Doesn't look incredibly impressive to me. Doesn't look like it has much rotation, so they'll probably just get rid of that warning soon enough. I am watching this area of convergence south of Perryville, Arkansas, moving into the Little Rock region. So what I'm doing when I press this tilt button right here, the higher up in tilt I go, the higher in the atmosphere and in the world of weather we are going. So if there's more rotation, say in tilt 3, that means that there is a strong upper level meso, strong upper level rotation, and that means that the storm is much more organized. The higher up you have that rotation, usually the more organization you have. So the storm will probably weaken as you go up in tilt. However, definitely a signal for convergence here south of Perryville and possibly a tornado soon. This is going to move very close to the not really. This is probably going to move north of Little Rock towards the Mayflower area, and we'll see. Is that a hook echo by Perryville? Yeah, south of Perryville. That does look to me like that is a hook type shape. And it looks like there could be a tornado starting to form in the next couple of minutes here. We will have to wait to find out, but the environment is extremely favorable for low-level rotation within the Little Rock area. So yeah, Selmer, Tennessee. Let's see. I'm just going to use Google Maps. Selmer, Tennessee. Okay, yeah, so you could have not really. I would say maybe some gusty winds at max. Definitely no tornado threat. Probably not a huge thunderstorm threat even. Just maybe some gusty winds as the remnants from these storms move through. But that's like at max. So yeah, once again, south of Perryville, Arkansas, we are starting to see convergence and possibly the signal for an upcoming tornado. So that is our area that we're watching for now. Let's move up north and see what's going on up here. So once again, we have just this giant supercell that's not really doing much. We'll see if that starts to organize. And then back down south towards the Shreveport area. Nothing of concern as of now, so nothing that I really need to touch base on. Yeah, so the only area that I could really point out near Shreveport is this region right here. However, it again, if that produces, it'll be weak and brief at most. Severe thunderstorm warnings for downtown Little Rock, Arkansas. This includes hazards of hail up to 1 inch in diameter and winds of 60 miles per hour. This cell near Perryville, Arkansas will continue to move northeast, north of Little Rock, Arkansas, towards the Mayflower area. Once again, it is showing signs of rotation and could form a brief tornado in the next couple of minutes. If you have any questions for me, just ping at Justin G in chat and ask your question. It could be about anything, and I will be willing to respond to the best of my ability. Yeah, there was a very huge tornado on the ground earlier. I mean, it was before David started streaming, and it's understandable why he didn't stream earlier than he did. And he told you guys about that earlier in the stream. There was a huge tornado, actually multiple huge tornadoes that were probably violent, some intense, and some just strong, but extremely impactful tornado outbreak happened today across Arkansas and
Justin,
Texas. Hello.
really quickly, I'm just beginning to fill out my ballot, so it's probably going to be about 30 minutes.
I gotta go in like 10.
Darn it. All right.
So I guess we can see if these cells do anything by the time they pass Little Rock and then end it.
I guess. This.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep and check my phone, check my messages on Discord because I'm gonna be down there in the kitchen doing my ballot.
Okay, yeah, well, I'm gonna have to head off in 10 minutes. I'm just gonna leave the call, so you might have to set something up here.
All right. All right. I'll be back hopefully in 10 minutes or sooner. All right.
All right, yeah, 8:41, I gotta go, though. Okay. Hello, we are back. So, again, this supercell, I'm just gonna call it a supercell. It looks to me like a supercell. It's really got the shape. It's south of Perryville, Arkansas, moving in the northeast direction, north of Little Rock. It should impact places in and around Mayfield. Nope, wrong city. Mayflower, Arkansas, in the next probably 15 to 20 minutes. Definite signs of convergence with this cell. It's in a very favorable low-level rotation environment, and we could very well see a tornado in the coming minutes. If you'd like to join the Weather Mansion Discord server, I can put a link in the chat for that. That is where you can talk to David, you can talk to me, you can talk to anyone part of our team. You can interact with us when we're not streaming, when David's not streaming. I only take over for him when he has to go to do stuff like fill out his ballot to vote. So yeah, join our server, interact with us, get exclusive information. It is a great, fun place that you should join. Link is now in chat. So once again, the one cell that we're watching right now is to the northwest of Little Rock, Arkansas, moving in the northeast direction towards Mayflower, Arkansas. It has the potential to produce a tornado in the next 10 to 15 minutes. We are seeing signs of convergence with it. I'm just going to move south real quick towards the Shreveport region, where we are watching a forming QLCS move, march really, in the eastward direction. Has the potential to produce a couple spin-up tornadoes, but nothing of significance. The real area that we have to watch is up north in the Little Rock metro area and the places around it. So yeah, definite convergence ongoing right near south of Bigelow, Arkansas. Is it moving towards Conway or Valonia? Valonia, I believe, is south of this. Let's see here. I think Valonia is south. I don't think it is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it is. But again, I don't know my Arkansas geography, so I can't really tell you. Candy and Alex, you guys are having quite the conversation in chat. I don't even want to try to guess. So, now that we're looking at the upper tilts in the upper levels, we can see really signs of convergence now. Those reds and greens are finally starting to touch instead of just be right next to each other. We're really getting that hooking shape on reflectivity. So a supercell, actually much less linear than it looked earlier, kind of just formed into a full-blown supercell, starting to really organize and could drop a tornado sooner than later. I'm just gonna quickly text somebody something. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, this is our cell to monitor very closely in the next couple of minutes, and we will see if it tries to produce or does end up producing. This cell does have the potential to produce a significant tornado. It is in the most favorable environment of the night. Not quite as favorable as earlier today. Actually, not nearly as favorable as earlier today. However, still favorable for a stronger but shorter-lived tornado. Once again, if you have any questions, feel free to ping at Justin G in chat, and I will answer all questions to the best of my ability. I will answer any questions about anything weather related. It does not have to be about this event. If you want to know about what's going on where you live, I will be happy to answer that as well. So now we're moving down towards the Shreveport area, where still a messy linear segment. Let's go back north. What would I want from David when he's president? That's a hard one. I don't really know what I'd want from him. Be a good president, I suppose. I really hope David hurries on back in the next 4 minutes, because I gotta go, guys. I can't stay here. I am sorry. Yeah, we'll see if he gets back. Definite convergence ongoing, though. Based on this radar, the storm is decreasing in power, correct? It's forming more of a line rather than cells. Yeah, so overall, the tornado threat is decreasing overall. So we're seeing less of a tornado threat than earlier for sure. However, this one cell to the northwest of Little Rock is not a linear segment. You can see it's a very, actually even semi to quasi discrete cell. It's not involved in this linear segment. It's kind of its own thing, and it's got a very nice inflow notch, especially in the last scan. It's starting to really rip those winds inward, and we could actually start to see a tornado form within this cell. Out of any cell that we have right now, that is by far the most impressive in terms of tornado potential. And although it doesn't look it doesn't look startling right now, it doesn't look like it's about to produce, it could in the next couple of minutes as we see some new scans come in. And there's a new scan. So again, nothing crazy, but still conversions ongoing, and we'll see if it produces. So I want to see actually if this lines up with the rotation. So I'm just gonna circle that, and we're gonna go back to velocity. Yeah, that's quite perfect. So if that can wrap up, we'll definitely possibly see a tornado with this one. South of Bigelow, Arkansas, moving towards Mayflower, Arkansas, once again. And if you're in Mayflower, no need to take cover yet, but I would definitely be watching this cell pretty closely. I have texted David. We'll see if he returns, because I gotta go at 8:40 something, but we'll see if he hurries on back. There's a tornado warning. Are we sure about that? There is. It is for an area that I was not even watching. That's funny. Okay. That is for southwest of Little Rock rather than northwest of Little Rock. Rotation starting to tighten up there. So I guess I'll stay until this one goes away. Again, it doesn't look too impressive to me, honestly. I think it could produce for sure, given the environment we're in, but it doesn't scream stronger tornado, at all. So nothing that concerns me that much right. The voice cracks, I know. Nothing that concerns me that much right now. In fact, I would actually argue that the one northeast or northwest of Little Rock is actually a bit more impressive at this time, but I'm in Houston County, Texas. We are in the clear or need to be concerned. Houston, Texas could get some gusty winds tonight with the linear segment along the cold front, but not much of a tornado risk down there. I don't want a free speedo, thank you though. All right. Yeah, really starting to converge right there now. I would not be surprised to see the next tornado warning come out south of Bigelow for the Mayflower area, south of Conway. Let's move back down to the southwest. Yeah, it's not too impressive. This tornado warning does not scream imminent tornado, but if you're in the tornado warning, of course, take shelter. The National Weather Service knows more than I do. So you should definitely listen to them and take cover. But to me, this does not scream tornado imminent at all. Okay. I'm getting tired. Okay. Once again, tornado warning southwest of Little Rock. I'm more focused on the storm to the northwest of Little Rock, showing more signs of rotation and convergence, but the storm southwest of Little Rock does have a tornado warning out for it. So please take shelter if you are within that. That includes Traskwood, Arkansas, Tully, Arkansas, Haskell, Arkansas, uh, Bauxit, Arkansas, Bryant, Arkansas, Alexander, Arkansas, Salem, Arkansas, Benton, Arkansas, Hoyden, Arkansas. If you are in that, or if you are in any of these cities, please take shelter now. I may have spoke too soon. Looks like we may have a weak TDS now. A weak TDS with this storm. It's a bit hard to tell. Maybe, maybe not. That could be clear air. Hard to tell. We'll see. But that is an embedded supercell to the southwest of Little Rock. So if it can organize a little more, it will have the potential to produce a tornado if it does not already have one down. And the cell I was watching northeast, I keep saying east, northwest of Little Rock, is starting to broaden out a little bit. All right, let's move down into the Shreveport area. Okay, so that is of concern, potentially. Possibly a signature for a tornado, QLCS tornado, mainly west of Shreveport, Louisiana, east of Shreveport, Louisiana. I just cannot do this. East and west. Yeah, we'll see if that gets warned. If you're in Ringgold, not really. If you're in Helfin, I would definitely be watching this. It's moving your way, and it is showing signs of, yeah, that is definitely showing signs of rotation. I'm just gonna say it. If you are in Helfin, Louisiana, or Ringgold, north of Ringgold, Louisiana, you need to be. This is Louisiana, right? This is in Arkansas. Yeah, this is Louisiana. You need to be paying attention to this. There's definitely the signature for a QLCS tornado, and as Tristan said in chat just a few moments ago, these things spin up real quick and then they spin down real quick. So it could put one down really fast, and we barely would even know it. Sometimes they're not warned. And the area we're watching in terms of that rotation is right in the circled area that I just drew. You have these greens, these outbound winds, and these yellows and pinks, these inbound winds, and these are going in this direction. Convergence and rotation ongoing in that region. So yeah, we're starting to see that little hook parting southeast of Shreveport. Definitely potential for a tornado in that area. It doesn't look too intense, but it could be a little spin up tornado that could come down. So if you're in Helfin, Louisiana, definitely pay attention to that storm. Back up to the Little Rock radar, where we're going to look back at our one tornado warning that is currently active. And that embedded supercell is looking pretty strong. I mean, that is definitely an embedded supercell. It is behind the QLCS, oddly enough, so that could put one down later, but it does not look too impressive right now, and in fact, they will probably drop that tornado warning in the next couple of minutes. Back down to Shreveport. Can I sing you a weather song? I'm gonna pass on your offer once again. Thank you for the offer, though. So right here to the east of Shreveport, Louisiana, where we have that convergence and possible rotation ongoing, and potentially a tornado that could come down in the next few minutes. So once again, that is right there to the southwest of Helfin, Louisiana. Right here. I'm gonna have to go here in a couple minutes, so I'm hoping David gets back, guys. I am really hoping David gets back. If he's not back by 8:51, I'm gonna have to head off. Absolutely, yeah. This QLCS will definitely sustain. Tornado potential is not as significant as it was earlier whatsoever. Those discrete supercells really drove today's tornado risk. It's lowered now, but it is still evident for a tornado risk, probably not a strong tornado risk. So if you're ahead of this QLCS, definitely keep your eyes peeled for any warnings. All right. So let's move back to our velocity table. Nothing crazy up there west of Little Rock, and nothing crazy down here east of Shreveport. Looking pretty quiet right now, other than severe wind. I do want to make it clear that there is a tornado warning just to the southwest of Metro Little Rock, Arkansas. However, again, to me, it does not look that impressive. I can't even tell you where the rotation is right now. So, yeah, if you're in that warning, heed the warning, but just know that this thing's not going to produce your strong to violent tornado. Two minutes. He's got 2 minutes to come back. I'm sorry, guys. I'm usually here for the whole time, but I can't leave. I can't leave? What do you mean? I can leave? I gotta leave. I got school stuff to do, guys. I would just like to quickly say that the Storm Prediction Center with this event did incredible with their forecasting. On day 7, they had a risk out for today. That means a week ago. They noted that today could be something significant. That risk quickly started to move eastward and ended up in eastern Texas. It originally was in western Texas, ended up in eastern Texas and western Arkansas. They had an enhanced risk on day 3, almost perfectly placed. It was for this region. A small enhanced risk basically for where those supercells were. And then that stayed a 10% significant tornado risk all the way up until the day 1 outlook. And then at 16:30 Z,
All right, I'm
which
back.
is, oh my good God, you were loud, which is midday this morning, they did add that moderate risk for tornadoes. We did see a substantial outbreak of strong and even violent tornadoes today. And now that David's back, I'm going to be heading off. Thank you for joining
All right.
me tonight. David will take it over.
Yeah. All right.
All right, let me unshare.
All right.
All right, thanks, guys. Have a good night.
I am back, everybody. I'm keeping an eye on this tornado warning down here for a little bit longer as we are watching these severe thunderstorms. Bryant, Benton, Salem under a tornado warning right now for another 38 minutes. Yeah, sorry, I got done with my ballot. So that's all behind. But yes, about the blood pressure earlier, I have to take it just because I'm taking it when I want to. No, I'm not being instructed to take my blood pressure. Because I tend to get nervous, or not nervous, but I tend to get a little anxious and worried about my grandpa, off and on. So that's why I want to take my blood pressure. Okay, don't be concerned. I am fine. I'm happy. Well, I'm happy that I don't have blood pressure issues. But I'm just doing it because, yeah. Good job, by the way, Justin. Good job. Oh, new tornado warning. So we have 2 tornado warnings now. Another 37 minutes. Yeah, there is definitely a kink on that. So we do have some inflow on that. So we got velocities going out. So this is probably gusting out a little bit, and we have a little bit of inflow going on the northern side of that cell. That's the tornado warning that we have, and that's radar indicated. And then we got another tornado warning up here. Oh, I can't run that. But yeah, very heavy rain over there. If we go and look at 3D, we can see pretty crazy. Look at the 3D on that. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Cool looking line. So we'll keep an eye on these 2 tornado warnings. Definitely an active night, though. Definitely a busy night ahead. We do have a new tornado watch that is issued for another 306 minutes. That's a long time. I am not staying up until 2 in the morning, though. That's a long night for me because I'm getting up early to go to the hospital again tomorrow. So I won't be able to stay up probably another 30 minutes or so. I'm going to have to probably head off for the night. So I get my sleep, my beauty rest. What's up, Tanya Whitehead? How are you doing? Got some new people here. Hey, John542E, how are you? Looks like St. Louis is not under any severe weather risk. So that's good. Nothing up there towards St. Louis where John is. I'm staying awake, Alex Miller. Alex, I need some sleep, buddy. Okay? I need some sleep. What about Baton Rouge, Louisiana? So Baton Rouge is way down here. You're under a marginal risk for severe weather. Plaquemine, Louisiana, Baker, Louisiana, you're under a marginal risk. There is no tornado watch for that area. I highly doubt you're going to get anything significant out of this. I mean, there's just a marginal risk. You're doing good. That's good. My grandpa's doing okay. Latest stats are that they are currently finding a rehab place for my grandpa and a physical therapy. He is looking into we're looking into having him do physical therapy for about 4 hours a day. And again, that's to train your brain. Because remember, he's paralyzed on this side. He has enough blood flow on that side. He could feel. That's a good thing. He could feel on that side. But he just can't move and speak, you know. You're very welcome, Tanya. But you guys are very awesome. I love you guys a lot. Including water. Purified drinking water. Yeah, you were really cold in this bottle of water because it hasn't been warm in my room all day, so you stayed pretty chilly. Alex Miller, water boy. And the thing is, everyone, if you are wondering, Alex Miller can exist in 3 different phases: a gas, a liquid, and a solid. He can turn into ice, he could evaporate into water vapor, and condense into clouds and form rain. Thank you so much, Ruth. I do appreciate it. Especially Alex. I don't actually... I drink coffee, Alex Miller. I'm okay drinking quite a bit of coffee, as long as there's a lot of creamer in it. But mainly, my favorite thing to drink is water. Because, you know, if I drink soda, that's not healthy for you. Water is the most healthiest thing because there's no taste. There's nothing in it. I don't think there is. And inside some of the water bottles, there's calcium chloride, sodium bicarbonate. And it came from Bentonville, Arkansas, believe it or not. So you have sodium chloride in you, Alex. Do you think Oklahoma will get a lot of snow this year? I think northern Oklahoma could get a little bit of snow. I'm not going to say a lot of snow because you're kind of in that battle zone. You might, you may not. It's very hard. It's a winter to winter thing. Yep, same good H2O. Yeah. I want to be healthy. I don't want to be drinking Cokes. I don't want to be drinking stuff that is unhealthy. I don't want that. I like to be as healthy as it could be. My goal is living a very long life of 100+ years old. So we're keeping an eye on a tornado warning in Bryan, Benton, Salem, Arkansas, Carywood, Arkansas right now, just south of Little Rock. We do got a tornado warning there for another 28 or so minutes. Down here to the south, we got another tornado warning. These two will expire within about 30 minutes. And radar has indicated 2 of these tornado warnings. So we'll just keep an eye on everything to see how radar trends evolve. There's not a whole lot of rotation like Doppler radar did show earlier. So they may allow that tornado warning to expire, but we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. You're very welcome, Ruth. Yep. I love water. I love drinking water. I love cold water when it's ice. Yeah, this tornado warning may be allowed to expire. We'll keep an eye on it. Wriggled in the Louisiana area under that tornado warning right now. What we have going on here is we have really strong winds coming out. So very strong outflow winds. We got some inflow doing this. So we have a little bit of wind activity going on. But quite a bit of wind. Especially flowing right out of this. And flowing toward the storm too. Alex, no. No. You're in my stomach into story. That's what I'll just disclose. Drinking ice water right now. Oh, nice. Ice is good. Yep. Alex could exist as a solid, everyone. A solid block of ice. And right now, Alex's water temperature is about 45 degrees. Or Alex Miller can tell me that. So what is the temperature of you, Alex, right now? What's your water temperature right now? I wish I could change people's names on YouTube here, their profile name. Call it Waterboy Alex or something. I could do that on Discord, though. That's not a problem. Oh, by the way, if you all are interested in joining the Discord server, we do have a Weather United. Oh, great. I gotta put that in the I gotta make a link to that server, actually. If I could find it. There we go. There you go. So you guys could join if you wish. $69 degrees. Oh, wow. You are warm. All right. Yeah, you're not even freezing. But did you know, Alex Miller? You do absorb a lot of the Earth's heat, sun's energy. So it takes a lot more for you to warm up and cool down. Unless you like the polar regions and then you stay cold all the time. You keep Earth's climate under control. Do I have anything to worry about in Austin, Arkansas? Let's go to Austin, Arkansas. So Austin, Arkansas right now. Let's take a look at that. You're under a severe thunderstorm warning. And yeah, you're really going to get hit hard. There's Austin, Arkansas. Cabot. Deer Creek subdivision. I'll check Needville, Texas in just a second. But yeah, Austin, Texas about to get slapped with very heavy rainfall. Strong winds, that is for sure. Talking about 60 to 70 mile an hour winds with these storms. Needles, Texas, you wanted me to check Needleville. Or Needville. Needville. So Needville, Texas, you are getting nothing right now. Just a little bit of maybe something that is popping up. But the rain, most of it is to your northwest, and that is sliding down into your area. So anticipate some gusty winds and some moderate to heavy rainfall at times if you are in the Needville, Texas. But no severe weather warnings, no watches at this time. Nothing to worry about. A lot of the activity is to the north here, and it looks like they canceled that other tornado warning. So we only have one that is left. One that is left. And they might even cancel that. We'll see. Alex, no. I did not. But yeah, Alex is 69 degrees right now. And the coolest he gets during the... What's the coldest water temperature you get in the wintertime, Alex Miller? Please answer my question, okay? I would like to know. And what's the hottest you get in the summertime? Just curious. I do, Alex, sometimes. But they're busy doing what they need to do. I probably won't be seeing any more nurses. Well, we will probably see nurses tomorrow. But they are, my grandma was saying they are planning to release him to a rehab center either tomorrow or probably on Sunday. So that will be nice. West Monroe, Louisiana. Let's check West Monroe, Louisiana. Oh, right there, believe it or not. So yes, you are under a tornado watch, and yes, you have a tornado warning near you. Not super close, but it is definitely to your west. Severe thunderstorm warnings is a sure bet. So yes, tornado warning is issued. And there is some rotation on this. Very broad rotation. When we see this, we have reds doing this. So we have a nice good outflow boundary. We have weaker winds here. So we have winds trying to get pulled around onto the back side. But we also have winds doing this. So we have a little bit of a convergence line that is located right there. You like the cold, so you'll probably really cool down. Observe tornado warning. What? Observed tornado warning. I did not get the update yet. Oh, wait. Yep. We might, we should get a new update here in just a second. Yup, radar confirmed tornado, so we have a new tornado warning. Yup, there it is. Right by the radar site, too. Let's take a look at Oh, okay, yes, that is... Yeah, that is definitely a tornado on the ground right now. East End, Iron Springs. Tornado is on the ground. This is a damaging tornado. Observe tornado warning right now. Iron Springs, East End. Any bad weather in Missouri right now? Nothing too significant. No. A lot of it is in Arkansas right now, where we do have a confirmed tornado warning. This is a damaging tornado. It is being confirmed on Doppler radar. We do have a debris signature. Right there is where we have a CC drop. That's where we have the debris. What's up, CJ, by the way? 30 mile per hour wind swirling right now. Yes. So there is a tornado warning confirmed. It is observed. This is a damaging tornado right now. It is moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. Man, that debris ball. That debris ball really got bigger. That is a pretty big CC drop right now. That's your debris ball. So if you're in East End, there are probably roof shingles being ripped off. We have possible buildings being destroyed. This is crossing over Arch St. Pike Road right now. 367 on Highway 167 to the north. That's where we have a debris ball. Mimo, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. So right now, this is a confirmed tornado. We have a debris ball right now in Arkansas going towards Wrightsville. If you are in the path of this, this is a pretty serious situation. Very serious situation. We do have a tornado that is on the ground. Trying to get a better look at this. That's definitely a debris ball. So we gotta watch each scan. That is going right over Eastland Road at this time. What is that? North Spring Lake Road? Getting damaged. Getting damaged. There is no debris ball to the south in Ringgold. That tornado warning may be allowed to expire. So we're watching this right now. It's going to be hitting 5:30 soon. Oh, let's see. We got a new radar scan. Let's see if the debris just got deeper. I did eat today, Alex. I bet it pops back up. Crazy hot muggy air from the south. Okay, we just got a new... Okay, no, we didn't. We did not get a new radar, or did we? Ethan! Ethan's here! Ethan! Ethan! Hey, Ethan.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I could hear you.
Excellent. Good to hear.
Yeah, I need to talk to you after the stream about my grandpa. I'm sure you've heard already about it. I missed
Yeah,
I missed a pretty big tornado outbreak today, or at least some of it.
yeah, same here pretty much.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, did you hear about all the tornadoes today? Like Justin told me there was like 32 tornado emergencies today.
Yes, we did have two tornado emergencies. I looked back and saw. One of them was with a very powerful tornado which impacted the, where was that? I wrote it down here. It was in southern Oklahoma. The Idabel area also impacted Clarksville, Tennessee. That warranted a tornado emergency. And later, New Boston in Texas was put under a tornado emergency for a large wedge tornado, which storm spotters had confirmed visually by power flashes.
Wow. That is crazy. So do you think this could have verified as a high risk? Or moderate was a good call on this day?
I think a moderate risk covered it pretty well. They laid out there in the forecast, in the discussion in the afternoon, that this was going to be an event that was pretty active and featured several tornadoes, including significant tornado risk.
Gosh. Wow. Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately, I was not able to make that today due to an emergency that happened, a huge emergency, and
Oh, absolutely, and I'm sorry to hear that.
we'll talk more about it though after the stream because I don't want to get into too deep of detail. I think I went already
Absolutely,
into
yeah.
deep detailed about it already, but I mean more specific detail. I think moderate did verify. Yeah, I do think so too, John. It was the John moderate risk day, the John tornado day. No, I'm just kidding. Or it could be the Aiden Shelpy moderate risk event. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, I love making. I like to make fun of you guys sometimes, tease you guys. What's up, Charles? How are you doing? Charles Adderley. My goodness, look at these surface winds right behind this front, Ethan. At the surface, 70 to almost 80-mile-an-hour winds.
Yes, certainly. And that was a really big factor in this event today. If you get this kind of environment, and we had a perfect time thing happen today, where we had these tornadoes, these supercells, in the core of a strengthening low-level jet. And that low-level jet does a couple things that are very important for severe weather. Number one, it increases the low-level wind shear. That makes thunderstorms more organized, makes tornadoes more probable. And two, it increases the instability by moving moisture into the area. We had that going, both of those going simultaneously today, as that low level jet was really ramping up because this is a strong low pressure system.
And just to show you, look at this jet, Ethan, at 06Z tonight on the NAM model. Look at this. I mean, you could see the structure of the jet here on the NAM 3 kilometer. That is really intense. That is a 103 knot jet over Missouri, over northwestern Arkansas.
Yes, absolutely powerful there. That is really a bowling ball of energy, is what some people call it, because it's such a compact and very strong perturbation in the upper levels. You can see that transition too. It goes from a neutral to a negative tilt, which is a signature that we see with some of these really strong amplifying shortwave troughs.
And then the storm is not done either. It goes into the Great Lakes where it's going to cause more big problems like damaging wind problems. I mean, over Indiana, over Michigan, low-level winds, Ethan, could reach 80 knots over your area.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm gearing up personally to possibly do a little bit of a non-convective wind chase tomorrow. Get some wind footage, maybe, because we could have wind gusts in excess of 50 and maybe up to 60 miles per hour.
Ooh. Wow. Oh my gosh, that is very strong. You want to know what's strong? Let's take a look at the HRRR. Winds, by the way, over Montana, speaking of the HRRR, has winds between 40 to 60 miles an hour sustained with gusts in excess of perhaps 70 to 85, maybe 90 miles an hour tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is, wow. I should say too, for the folks in the Great Lakes region, there is actually a small chance for some severe weather, mainly some damaging winds, if we can get a line of storms develop, or a line of showers, I should say, transferring some of this really strong low-level wind down to the surface. So, thunderstorm or not, you could have some sporadic wind damage across parts of Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio tomorrow.
I mean, gusts up to 60 miles an hour over central and eastern Illinois, and especially over Indiana. Some of the thunderstorms, even that if they do pop up, could produce wind gusts in excess of 75 plus miles an hour.
Yeah, definitely some increased winds there, and that's why we've got a lot of wind advisories all over the region. And yeah, to Aiden's point there, flip over trash cans. I have personally seen some flipped over trash cans today in Indiana, so we've already got that going.
And oh yeah, certainly. And not only that, the winds too on the back side of the system over Michigan. Lake Michigan, northern Lake Michigan, sustained winds of 50 to 60 miles an hour, Ethan, with gusts in excess of 70 to 85 miles an hour potentially.
Oh my gosh, that is serious, and that's very fitting because all of Lake Michigan right now is under a storm warning with gale warnings nearby. So you've got some very dangerous conditions on the lake happening tomorrow. And this is November. We get these storms up in the Great Lakes. Sometimes they call November witches that bring some very dangerous conditions. One of them, many decades ago, responsible for the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Wow. That's just crazy. And get this, Ethan. Guess what our temperatures could be like next week, according to not only the GFS but the European model.
What?
Mid 40s are for our daytime highs on Tuesday next week.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty chilly.
I mean, look at this trough that drops in. Look at this trough that just barrels in. Look at this. Look how deep this is. I know it's going to take a bit of time for it to catch up, but look at the pattern next week.
Yeah, that is showing a more dynamic pattern than what we had before, because there was a time where for most of the U.S. we were experiencing very little activity, and now we've got these energetic upper level systems that are kind of going over at first the western U.S. and then just now we've had the shortwave eject into the central U.S. and it looks like you could have another one coming into the west later on.
Oh, Ethan, we have a 537 decameter height contour over our area on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And get this, low-level temperatures at 850 millibars could drop down to almost negative 10 Celsius.
Ooh, yeah, that is interesting.
I mean, look at the pattern. Look at how deep this trough is back across the west. Look how deep this thing is.
Yes, absolutely. That is extremely deep.
And there are already some talks about maybe a big severe weather event by the end of next week. There's not enough model agreement about that. So I'm not even going to think that far out. Because if we get ahead of ourselves, people are going to expect it, and then it's going to be like, oh, no severe weather. Models are going to change, folks. And Ethan, you could better explain.
Absolutely.
You could better explain why that is. Why can't models be on a good agreement on something?
Yeah, well, each computer model which we use in numerical forecasting, these models like the GFS, the NAM, the Rapid Refresh, the HRRR, some names you might hear, they're just various models. They take in essentially the same conditions to initialize from, but the thing that makes them different is that they treat that a little differently. These things are constructed differently. The supercomputers have different running speeds, for example, things like that, and that's going to affect how they interpret the data and how they extrapolate that. So, as you move forward, some of these models are going to show different solutions than the other models. And as a result of that, we get, especially with longer range, model variability. In this case, intermodel variability, because we're looking between different models. And that makes assessing a particular event somewhat difficult, because we're not getting a consistent signal. It might go one way, it might go the other way. And because of that, we can say maybe there's a broad chance of something, but nothing's nailed down yet. Because even if those models are showing a similar signal, they might not be treating it the same way, and therefore we don't get things line up.
That is why we also look at ensembles. So if we go to
Oh, absolutely.
the GEFS is what I like to use a lot. If you follow me on my Facebook page, it's just the Sacramento Weather Center office page. You could follow me there. I kind of go into great detail of what the GEFS is showing. This right here is what the GEFS. And Ethan, briefly explain why are ensembles important and what are ensembles?
The ensembles, essentially, they're the various different components that these models are running on, these various different solutions that, you can combine into an average and get what the model is expecting on an average based on those different solutions. But each one of these possible solutions is taking a different path, essentially. It's taking a slightly different scenario, and therefore we kind of go over the average and we can get an idea of what they're getting a consensus on, what they're I should say converging on. And that is an important thing too when we look at individual models, because in forecasting we can never go off of one single model and say that's how it's going to play out. That is extremely bad forecasting. You have to go off of multiple models because that's going to get you a better idea of how things might unfold.
Yeah, exactly. So what Ethan said is absolutely correct. And I'll tell you, Ethan, this latest ensemble on the GEFS has my area with temperatures in the about 49, 48 degrees. 48 to 49 in the ensemble output. That's not the operational. The operational has us down to as cold as 45 degrees. During the day, 45.
That is cold.
And that is, temperatures could be, if this pans out, temperatures could be 20 to 30 degrees below average for our area. The Canadian model is not as aggressive. We're waiting for the European to kind of get in closer range. But it is looking very cold for my area. Say goodbye even to 50s? I mean, we're in the 50s this week. We're in the 50s this week. And next week, might even see a couple of days in the upper 40s. Wow. That is very cold. Very cold.
Absolutely. And you've already seen the Sierras getting all that snow. I mean, I saw some forecasts, I think, mentioned 5 feet of snow in some of the Sierras. So it's getting cold out there.
I'm glad. I am so glad. Oh, I'm so happy. In fact,
I would imagine.
In fact, Ethan, by the end of next week, some of the Sierras could have 100 to maybe close to 200 inches of new snow.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That would be very good for the snowpack up there.
Yep. And by the way, Ethan, you know what's even more crazier about the weather models? I mean, I'm laughing at this. I literally laugh at the models because, I mean, some areas, let's see if I could even do this. All right. Okay, no, yeah, there's more warmer air returning to the north. And I mean, I kid you not, temperatures could be in the mid to upper 70s in central and southern Minnesota by midweek on Wednesday, where if you go back across the west, you can't even find a 70-degree temperature as far south as potentially Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, in the Baja Peninsula, Baja California Peninsula. It's either 40s or 50s, maybe a low 60.
Yeah, that is just a really crazy pattern to consider that, especially the temperatures up in Minnesota. And I can attest to this. This weekend I was out walking, and it felt wonderful outside. It felt like, mid to early September, and it's early November now. But I will say for the folks in the Midwest, don't get used to the warm temperatures necessarily, because around mid-November, things might change up a bit. Both California and the Midwest could be in below normal temperatures in the 8 to 14-day temperature outlook range, which means that it might be in the 70s in the early part of the work week and into Wednesday, but heading further down the road, things might start to change. So if you've got any outdoor projects or lawn work you need to get done, probably want to try this weekend or next week, because after that, things are kind of up in the air.
And just to tell you this, southeastern South Dakota, like Sioux Falls, by November 9th, it's going to be 73 degrees. Let's go into the same time frame on November the 10th. Temperatures are going to plummet, Ethan, down into the lower teens, and then by next weekend, temperatures might even be in the single digits. So in a couple of days, you go from the 70s to the single digits.
That is absolutely wild. That would be a big shock to a lot of people, obviously, but also a very dramatic change in weather. So with that dramatic change in weather, you could expect some pretty unsettled conditions coming in. Maybe some showers and storms, some strong wind gusts as well. So that is another thing to keep in mind for the people who could be impacted by this change.
It's this is wild. You know why? You know why the GFS?
It is.
You know why the GFS is acting this way? Because of the time change. Maybe it's confused.
Oh, yeah, it wouldn't be the only one.
Yep. Okay, we have no more tornado warnings in effect. I'm gonna end this in about 5 minutes. Do you guys have any questions? Any questions before I go? I do need to talk to you afterwards for a little bit, Ethan. Hopefully you have at least an hour or so. Maybe less than that, because I need to kind of get to bed early because I have to get up to go to the hospital. David, you've been sitting for a while. Stand up and stretch. I haven't been asking. I've not been sitting long at all. Not super long. Don't worry. Sitting for 5 or 6 hours in a chair at the hospital, that's long. But there's been longer. Okay. Latest La Nina value was -1 point. Okay. Yeah, that La Nina is definitely strong.
And been persistent. This is going to be the third winter we're going into in a row with a La Nina.
It's horrible. It's ridiculous. As long as it doesn't bring dry weather to California, I'm okay with any Enzo pattern. El Nino, La Nina, neutral. Doesn't matter. As long as we get the rain. But, unfortunately, Ethan, you are going to have well below average rainfall potential. According to the 18Z model run, you have 1 to maybe 2 inches of rainfall below average through November 20th.
I don't like the sound of that.
I know. That ridge has been very persistent over your area, and it's going to remain persistent for quite a while, probably. Do the nurses bring you snacks? No, they don't, Alex. Yes, it does, Lily. It does. Not always, though. I mean, our heights are going to be well below average for a while. Our geopotentials. Because I get more snow for Oklahoma. You get more snow? Yeah. Oh, that's right. You're in Oklahoma, huh, Aiden? Nice. That's nice. Okay, couple more minutes. Any questions? Trinder Valley. What's up, people? Let's see. I've never heard of that. Oh, Tornado Valley. I thought it was a town. Yeah, there's no Tornado Valley. Nice try. Yeah, the polar vortex is very wild. I mean, it is definitely crazy. If in fact, if I take a look at the Alaska region, there's going to be a Canadian Arctic outflow warning or an outflow event. With temperatures, Ethan, a temperature anomalies for everyone that wants to hear this. Temperature anomalies in portions of British Columbia could be 50 to 60 degrees below average.
Oh my gosh. That's huge.
Yeah, and to make matters even more interesting, temperatures up there along the Cascades of British Columbia, temperatures could be negative 30 to negative 45 degrees, and it might feel like negative 55 to negative 60 Fahrenheit.
Wow.
And this is the Arctic outflow right here. You can see the overall flow. Let's see the pressure on that, because that was a lot stronger. Oh yeah, GF is still going crazy. 1,056 millibars surface high, Ethan, on that.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's strong.
Hey, Carly. Hi. How are you doing? I've not seen you in a while on my channel. How's everything? We're just talking about the weather. Big cool down, Carly. Global cooling is coming. No, I'm just kidding. No, you don't need to worry about global cooling. It's going to feel much cooler next week, though, Carly. 40s. How about that? You should jump in a swimming pool, Carly. With 40-degree temperatures, you love it. No, I'm just kidding. Only if it's very warm. But yeah, I mean, Monday. Oh yeah, Monday, it's only going to warm up into the low to mid 50s. That's below average. That's way below average by all standards, but not like it could be on Wednesday, or wait, Tuesday. Tuesday's the chilly day. Tuesday, it doesn't even warm up at all. I mean, it stays pretty chilly across our area. Perfect time to have the fireplace going.
Sounds like it.
Yep, Carly, I know. I know you're freezing to death. It's the GFS model's fault, Carly. It's a GFS. It's a software program. All it is it's an image, Ethan. It's a simulation. And what if the GFS model malfunctions and it just shows something wild? I would literally laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Anything else you guys want to ask? I'll give you 2 minutes. 9:45, we'll cut it there. See the latest GFS on those temperatures, low level temperatures. Yeah, still pretty cold. Not as cold as the last model run, though. No, I don't see much in the way of cooler air. Or cold air is still going to be there. It's just not going to be... I disagree with this model run, I think. It could get a little cooler. I love the GFS sometimes. I know, Carly. It's fun. By the way, Carly, Light to Shine, or Night to Shine, I think it is coming up on February, early February. They're gonna... So if you want to go dancing with other people, it's a lot of fun. It's a Tim Tebow thing. For anyone. Free for anyone, I think. I believe. It's sponsored by a lot of health organizations. Alright, I think that's going to do it. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I am proud to do this live stream for y'all in despite of the health chaos that my grandpa's going through right now. Again, he's in the hospital. Hopefully he gets out in either tomorrow or the day after out of Davis, out of the UC Davis Medical Center, and he'll start rehab. I don't know what the game plan is for my channel. I will not have a video out tomorrow. I might have one out on Sunday because I'll see about that. If not Sunday, I should have one out on Monday, but I'm taking one day at a time. That's where we're at right now. I don't know if I'll be back in a couple of days. We just don't know. It's all up to with what the situation is. But just letting you know, I'm still here being aware of the weather, okay? I love you guys. Please take care. And everything. Carly, you can message me. I'm not going to answer tonight because I need to talk to Ethan, but I will try to get to your message ASAP when I have the time. I mean, a lot of people are messaging me to see on how my grandpa's doing and everything. There's a lot of people coming to me and everything, and it takes some time to catch up. So if I don't get to your message right away, I promise you, I will get to it very soon, okay? All right. I love you guys, and I'll be back with you with more weather content very soon.